2 million in taxes for a hood. It's crazy. I used to be that half a brick, whole key, baby. Now I caught that real estate and Uncle Sam hate me. Every dope boy dream to make $1 million off that yay. Off options play, we made $1 million in a day. Tell me how we go from broke but got so many paid. And I'm never switching sides, but I talk niggas how to trade. Copping stocks for that low like selling work. And that joke, my re-up money secure. I got in, I got out. Giving all glory to God. Hold up, this ain't me. Tell me how we went from trapping to rapping on BET. Last week I told investor to the Kansas City Chiefs. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. They say trap a perfect mixture of Warren Buffett and Meach. No more shoebox money, them portfolios elite. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. I'm gone.
What's good, what's good, what's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to another episode of Trappin' Tuesdays, man. Listen, man, we know that you could have been anywhere tonight, but you chose to be here with us. And for that, we are grateful, we are thankful, and most importantly, man, we appreciative, man. So for that, I want to give y'all another round of applause, man. All right, so between every show, I always just like recalibrate, and I pay attention to what's going on in the world. I always do a temperature check on just how my people feeling. Like some of y'all don't know, man, I might go to y'all page. You know, I know some of y'all just look at what you got going on, look at what you're doing, check my groups out. You know, that's how I keep my ear to the streets. And today I want to start off tonight's show with, what if I said to you that one belief can change your whole entire life? Not an inheritance, not an investment, not a job, but a belief. A belief that triggers something in you. And when I think about triggers, Jose, I think about something that is ignited, right? It sparks something. It sparks motivation. It sparks tragedy. It sparks trauma. It sparks so many different things in us. For some people, losing a job can trigger a state of depression. For some people, losing a job can trigger triumph. It can trigger you to do your own thing. It can trigger you to start that thing that you always in your heart knew that you really wanted to do. I'm talking to you, but I'm speaking to myself. I remember walking on that job, cool, being in love with the idea of investing, being in love knowing what the market can do. And I walked on a job one day as an iron worker, building a power plant in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the foreman said to me, "Free, we need you to cut your beard." I said, "Nah, man, I'm not doing that." And everybody around me was like, "It's just some hair, bruh." I said, "It's just some hair for you, but what happens when they need me to do something else that I don't want to do? What happens when they tell me you can't go see your daughter this week because we need you to work, and if you won't stay here, we're gonna fire you?" Like I couldn't let them have that much control over me. There's moments in your life where you just get fed up with everything and something gets triggered. And so I asked the foreman, I said, listen, if I don't cut my hair off, what's the consequences? He said, well, you'd be suspended for 3 days. I said, but if I'm suspended for 3 days and I come back, do I still gotta cut it? He said, of course. I said, so what's the purpose then in suspending me? I said, better yet, don't give me the rest. Just get my stuff. And he said, what? I said, yeah, I'm good, man. Go get my stuff. I'm gone. And I remember getting my tools, putting them in the back of my car at the time. Me and my partner was renting out our apartment in Lake Charles. And I sat on the porch for a second. He worked the day shift, I worked the night shift. And we were stacking our bread. But I was living off 30% of my income. So 70% of my money was going to the market. And I remember sitting on the step. And I had an uncle. He was in Africa at the time. And he sent me this bag of red sand. And it was like 2 weeks prior to that. And he said, man, the motherland looks amazing. And I remember going in the house, in the apartment, getting that sand. It was sitting there and I just was looking at the sand. It's a true story here. My dog Ghost still got that dirt. And I remember just playing with that dirt. And I remember just thinking, freedom. And we were always call a power plant the plantation. We would always call the power plant the plantation. Man, where you going? Man, I'm headed to the plantation, man. Man, plantation whooped me today, bruh. Man, they got all that cotton on me today, bruh. Right? And we said it in a joking way, but in our heart, we felt that way. And I remember sitting on that porch, man, in Lake Charles, just putting the dirt in my hand. And my partner Ghost come out the house, out the apartment. And he said, young, what you doing? I said, man, I just drug up. So in plant talk, drug up mean I took all my stuff, I packed my stuff, and I'm about to go. And he said, well, where you going at? He said, you want me to get you on a day shift? I said, man, you know what? I'm running away. You say, what? I said, bro, I'm running away from the plantation, bro. I ain't coming back. He said, my nigga. I said, yeah, bro, I'm tired. He said, what happened? I said, man, they want me to cut my beard, bro. And man, I ain't cutting my beard, bro, because what if I cut it today, they want me to cut it again next week. Next, they might tell me to shave my head, bro. I said, man, I'm running away, bro. And I remember walking to, I had a Chrysler 300 at the time. I remember going to my Chrysler. I said, man, come help me out right quick, bro. He said, for what? I said, because I'm going to give you all my tools. It's about $5,000 worth of tools. I said, bro, I'm going to give you all my tools. He said, what? I said, bro, come on. So I took my box. It took two of us. Sledgehammer, what we call them beaters. 10-pound beater, sleever bar, all my tools, $2,000 harness, bullpens. I say, bro, I'm straight, bro. So we took the box, lifted up, we put it on the back of his truck, gave him my hard hat, gave him my glasses. I said, hey, I'm running away, bro. He said, where you going? I said, man, I don't know, but I ain't coming back. I was triggered. For triumph. See, my mind didn't say, dang, like, I'm gonna go get another job. I knew for a fact that if I went to the next job, they had the power to do the same thing. That's just the industry I was in. So we think about Madam C.J. Walker being the first black woman to build a multi-million-dollar business. What triggered her to triumph? We think about Reginald Lewis building that amazing Bertrice conglomerate worth millions of dollars, even being worth $1 billion. What triggered him to triumph? When we think about O.W. Gurley coming up with Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Greenwood District, Black Wall Street, what triggered him to say, hey, we got these acres and I'm gonna give you the acre. Listen what he did. He said, I'm gonna give you the acre to build your business on. You pay it back to me. Triggered to triumph. See, what we gotta realize is, for me, the market isn't an opponent. For me, poverty is just a dancing partner for me. So I don't look at poverty as the enemy. I gotta dance with it. Why? Because if I run from it, it's gonna chase me down. If I run from it, every move I make, I'm gonna look over if I run from it, every time I spend $1, I'm gonna check my bank account to see how close I am to poverty. If I run from it, every time I make a move, every time I go on a trip, if I run from it, every time I make an investment, I can't lose the money because I'm running from poverty. But if I dance with it, I let it know, look, I'm here. Ain't no more running. You not the opponent. You my dancing partner. You just a constant reminder of where I come from. So I'm gonna look you in the face. I'm asking you, what is going to trigger you to triumph? What kills most of us, whether you black, whether you white, whether you Spanish, like what kills most of us is we're running from the thing we're supposed to be dancing with. Because when you run from it, that means there's a fear. A fear that it is planted, a fear that can be embedded, but most importantly, a fear that probably has been passed on. But when you dance with it, you're looking at it from a different perspective. When you dance with it, you're saying, we gonna enjoy the journey. But I need to keep you close as a reminder of what I'll never go back to. If I keep you close, I understand the emotion. If I keep you close, I understand the movements. But if I run from it, watch this. When you run from it, you may have escaped it physically, but emotionally and mentally, the thought, the feeling is still inside you. So you've been wired. No matter how far you run, the residue of poverty, the residue of lack, the residue is still inside you. And most of us can't escape the residue. This country was built off triumph. The people who triumphed in this country understood that they couldn't run from something. They decided to conquer something. It's hard, like, yeah, they conquered this and they stole this and listen, at some point, we have to conquer the fear. And so what is it that triggers us to triumph? What is it? When I look at my daughter, trigger. Trigger. Immediately I say, I don't never want her to experience what I experienced. I never wanted to know what it's like to sleep in an abandoned car. I never wanted to know what it's like to sleep in an abandoned house. I never wanted to know what it's like to sleep on a mattress that 8 to 10 people done smoke crack on, and 12 people still in the front smoking crack, and the house smell like crack. The house smell like Primos. The house smell like Click'ems. The house smell like people smoking crack out of Pepsi cans. The house smell like somebody cooking crack on the stove and somebody else using a microwave. The house smell like it. I never wanted to experience that. Because there's another class of people, the triumph has exposed not just them. The triumph has exposed generations, a lineage of new expectations, of new possibilities. It set a new parameter. And the thing about parameters is they guide you. Let's set some new parameters. But before you can build a portfolio out, you got to build the belief. We started off saying a new belief. A new belief in money, a new belief in freedom, but most importantly, a new belief in you. The biggest issue is we don't really have belief in ourselves. We've let the world, we've let the media, we've let our peer group decide for us what's possible. It's almost impossible for you to create new possibilities around people who don't believe in freedom. Because you can want to run away, you can want to get away, you can want to escape all you want. But if somebody keeps saying, hey, we gonna die out there. Somebody keep telling us that, how we gonna go? I was watching 12 Years a Slave the other day. In Kabul. A free man, watch this, got tricked out of his position into slavery for 12 years. But he never lost the idea of what freedom looked like. He never lost the taste of what freedom tastes like. He never lost the vision of what freedom, the possibilities that freedom had. He never lost the warmth of what sleeping in his own bed looked like, sleeping next to his wife felt like. He never lost the vision of getting up and putting his fresh suit on. Even in bondage, he still understood freedom because he was exposed to it. And so he could not comprehend what the other slaves felt because this was new to him. He was like, yo, I feel you, but this ain't my reality. I'm not stuck here. And just maybe, if you got a taste of what I've tasted, you wouldn't be stuck here either. And so during the course of his journey, he just kept adapting, but he never gave up on freedom. He took beatings. He took verbal abuse. But he adapted. But he never lost taste for freedom. But here's the most important part that I love about it. Surrounded by so many people that never felt freedom, he never let any one of them convince him that slavery was his reality. He never let them convince him that slavery was his new norm. He never let them indoctrinate him into being just a cotton picker. He adapted. He maneuvered. He played the game. And every time he saw an opportunity, he went for it. And even when things didn't go his way, he still went for it. Now here's the thing. Every last one of us has experienced it. Freedom. In one way or another. You had a taste of it. But some kind of way along the journey, you've let the people around you convince you that freedom was imagination and that the financial slavery is the norm. And so every time you talk to them, you let them indoctrinate you on the way that they think, instead of you indoctrinating them on the way that you think. A belief. I remember being in a cell, bruh. Surrounded by killers, drug dealers, carjackers, dope dealers, robbers, rapists. The white man said, you playing the wrong game. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, how can I be playing the wrong game if you ain't here with me? But all he did was plant a belief. He showed me the paperwork, 2.8 million, 800,000 restitution, and he kept 2 million. He was serving 18 months. I was doing 10 years. He said, I will come home to 2 million while you're still in prison. And if I did it again, the most they can give me the next time is 5 years. You will still be in prison. He said, stocks is the easiest way to build wealth. You start a business because America gonna reward you for adding value to the marketplace in real estate so you don't have to pay taxes. He said, if you remember them three, you'll be successful in America. I'm 16 at the time. I didn't know nobody who invested in stocks. My grandmother had a business, but she had passed away. So I knew nobody else in my circle who had a business. And I knew nobody who invested in real estate besides getting a crack house. That was my version of real estate. That's my trap house. In New Orleans, it's a shotgun double. It's a house where you step on it, you see the front door, you see over to the back door, and it's two of them together. Or it might be four of them. It's a shotgun double or a shotgun fourplex. That's the closest you had to owning real estate. It was, I got this trap house. But he planted a belief in me. And that belief triggered something in me. And every time I would watch the stock market in prison, I would look at these white men and say, bruh, there's no way possible that they are smarter than me. I survived the streets. You ain't gonna tell me, and this is no shade, you not gonna put Warren Buffett in this environment and tell me he gonna survive. You can't put Bill Ackman in this environment, in New Orleans, uptown, and tell me they gonna survive. You can't tell me you're gonna put Ray Dalio, Donald Trump. You can't put them in that environment and tell me they gonna survive. But boy, I tell you, if you give me the information and you put me in that environment, I promise you I'll survive. Because my skin already tough. I can't lose my life here. I could just lose some money. I've been losing money my whole life. Ain't no way they're smarter than me. Ain't no way they can navigate this game better than me. Only thing they got different on me, on you, is they got information. So our goal is to not really be better than them. It's just to get the information. And so with Trappin' Tuesdays, our goal each and every week is to just expose you to the information. Our goal each and every week is not to just leave you with a notepad full of notes. It's not to leave you here excited. It's to leave you here one step closer to dominating the game. I want you to be better than me, fam. Because guess what? For every one of us that win, that's another family that done broke the chain. For every one of us that build that portfolio out, for every one of us that get in the options market and get them profits, guess what? That's another chain broken. That's another generation of freedom. That's another set of people that got the information. I want you to be better than me, fam, because the race ain't with me. I just want to put you on a financial underground railroad. I just want to show you how to get away. I want you to see me and say, damn, that's what freedom look like? I want you to see me and not only be inspired, not only to be motivated, but I want you to rock with me and say, I've been equipped because of that dude. I want you to rock with me and say, because of that dude, I understand how the game is played. I want you to look at me and say, hey, Trap, you showed me $1 million, I'm gonna show you 2. Hey, Trap, you showed me 4, I'm gonna show you 8. Hey, Trap, you bought a building from the market, I bought an apartment complex from the market. I want you to be better than me, fam. My race ain't with you. My race is to help. I'm trying to get back as fast as I can to help as many of us. And I'm gonna make some mistakes along the way. Cause I ain't owe money. That freedom new to me. I ain't been free long enough to say it's getting boring here. I'm still excited. I ain't went nowhere but to Cabo, 3 hours away. I was excited. I said, it's a first class trip to Cabo. I ain't never been to Mexico. Freedom. Yep, I want the big room on the ocean front. Freedom. Every time we go out to eat, I want it to be first class. Why? Freedom. It's an acquired taste, and I need all of us to get familiar with it. I ain't running from poverty. We gonna dance with it. We gonna dance with it. I love seeing my people get money out this market. I love seeing y'all set y'all kids up. I love seeing y'all investing for your mama, investing for your grandmother. I love seeing y'all getting rid of 401ks and outperform. Man, I love it, man. How am I compete with somebody in the same industry as me when our sole goal, my sole goal, is to help the ones that look like me to come where I come from? I can't compete with nobody. Y'all ain't the competition. The competition is the ones that keep cracking the whip on us. The competition is the ones that get in office and don't make no rules or laws to help us out. The competition is the businesses that don't want up the wages. The competitions is the ones that say they won't cut Social Security. The competitions is the ones that don't want to help you get proper education and don't want to help you get proper insurance. That's the competition is the ones on the media that make us look at things other than the way it is, that feed us the propaganda. The people that look like me and come from where I come from ain't the competition. Why would that be the competition? My dog Chad came in here tonight, bro. I said, hey, bro, I'm following your blueprint, dog. I said, bro, this all started when you tried to put this set right here in your studio and said, it's on you, my nigga, I ain't tripping. I said, hey, bro, it don't fit. This is what I can do for you, dog. Bro, I'm following your blueprint, bro. You ain't my competition. 85 South ain't my competition, bro. Why would I do that, bro? You a black man like me, bro. I want to see you kill it. So, because when you win, I know it's possible for me. We too busy competing, not realizing we all on the same team, fam. It been a trick to make us divide. It been a trick to make us look at each other and hate each other and not like each other and feel like we gotta compete each other and feel like I gotta put my foot on your neck to step up on you. Nah, fam, we all in the same race together. We all in the same race together. Classism. Racism is just the makeup that it will. Classism. Racism is just the makeup that it will. So tonight I'm gonna ask you, what's gonna trigger your triumph? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. Episode 131. We on our way. Let's go. Let's go, Jose. How we feeling, dog? Hey, this is supposed to be lit up right here?
Nah, you good, you good.
What's good, bro?
You ain't supposed to be fixing up the set.
I don't know, dog. I thought I kicked it off. I don't want nobody saying, you done kicked the set over, yeah? I don't want nobody to,
come back from Cabo and just...
I don't want nobody to feel like I kicked the set over, dog.
Man, what we doing, though? What, like, I'm trying to figure out what was in the Cabo water.
I don't know.
It must be the green light. It's the green light.
It's probably, what a green light come? Green light.
It's the green light.
Let's go, man. How we feeling, Jose?
Man, feeling good, bro. A lot of stuff done happened. You know,
a lot of stuff been happening.
You know, we got the people, we got the trappers in the building.
Trappers in the building.
3,300 of them.
Come on, pick it up a little bit so I can see it.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, so let's see it. Let's call out our people. Paris Jackson was good. Maya Holmes was good. Bernard Brinson was good. Carolina Blue, I feel you, family. Rams Fitness was good. Elijah Bennett was good. Yep. Kimi was good. Natalie was good. Queen, I love you. Tori Simmons was good. Blessed Mom was good. Tamara was good. Tanya was good. Lola C was good. Rob D was good. Tamara Buchanan was good. First Generation was good. Dollar Bill was good. Larry Morgan was good. Tim Loves Money was good, family. Isaiah Isis Evans was good. Mark West was good. Jay Lex was good. Ball Gang, ENT was good. Family, Jermaine Chase was good. Lulu was good. Y'all in the building tonight, man. Trey Patterson was good. Nate the Great was good. Leon was good. Mark Isaac, I see you, family. Thank you for the super chat. Roxanne was good. Let's go, man. Carlton Well was good. Larry Morgan, ayy. T-Mac was good. We just called all our people out tonight, man.
I want to know, what is a click'em?
A what?
Yeah,
a click'em?
Bro, you said that joint in the opening, and I say I got to put that in my notes. What the heck is a click'em?
Cigarette dipped in embalming fluid.
Ah. You
got to be an old school trapper to know what that is, cuz.
Yeah, we said click'em.
Click'ems.
Like, what is that?
Click'ems, dog. Listen, Click'ems had New Orleans in a chokehold when I was young, bro. Listen, he clicked out. So around the time Click'ems was a thing, Cisco was a thing. So Cisco was like liquid.
Alcohol?
Yeah, it was like liquid crack back then. So if somebody was on Click'ems and Cisco, you probably got to get away from them. They probably think they're Superman. Probably jump off a building thinking they got a cape. They probably be running around naked. Like Click'ems, yeah.
That's crazy.
Click'ems, cigarettes dipped in embalming fluid, bro. That was a thing.
Yeah. Woo.
I come from that era, bro.
I heard about it, but I didn't know it was called Click'ems.
Yep, they call it wet. You hear me? I come from that era. Yep, I come from that era of hustling, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. But now you looking refreshed.
I am, man. I needed that, so I want to say something to my people right quick. Shout out to my people in Trappers Anonymous. Shout out to my people in Patreon. I went to the group last week, and I was like, hey, man, I just need a couple of days, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, don't trip. You know, if some people lead a group, I get it. I just need a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? I just need to recalibrate. And they wasn't tripping, bro. They let me, you know, nobody wasn't tripping. Nobody wasn't. When I came back that day, they were like, hey, guess who's back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they was, I mean, I know the Patreon people, they was like, nah, go ahead rest. Go ahead rest.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. And the Trappers Anonymous, they've been fam forever. So they was like, they know every now and then I just need to take a break. They was like, nah, bro, go do that. We need you. We trust you. We appreciate you. So for that, man, I'm so grateful for the community, bro.
I didn't ask you, though, what was that one, let's say, revelation? You know what I'm saying? You out there, you relax. You normally, this is what we normally talk about, what have you, but we ain't talk about it since you've been back. What was that one revelation that you got out there?
Honestly, bro, it was chilling with my lady, bro. Yeah, bro.
People already in the group chat say, oh, he ready for Christmas, matching pajamas.
Yeah, it was chilling with my lady, bro. Like, that was the first time that I actually, so I had an issue. So normally, like, if we, like, probably when we was dating, like, when we would go out the country, probably like around the third day, I go to getting, like, give around me energy. You know what I'm saying? And this time, I just wanted her to really rock with me. You know, she did a great job at, like, talking to me and, you know, expressing how she felt. So my biggest revelation this weekend was really just chilling with my lady, dog, and just experiencing the world in a way. And she told me something. She was like, man, the world needs you. And I think just saying that to me was, and I needed it. Like, you know, I went through a real serious issue before I came back, and so she was just with me. So she kind of spoke life into me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I wasn't defeated or nothing. I just was, like, real angry. And so, you know, she was like, you can't serve the world angry. You know what I'm saying? She was like, they need trap.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So that was big for me, bro. And then really we just locked in. You know, of course, neither one of us can't just put business down.
Yep.
So we talked about a little business, but just doing that, man. Oh, I'll tell you what was crazy. We was on a yacht, right? And we had just saw the video of the guy being ate by the whale and then the whale spitting him out.
I did not see that.
It's on CNN. So the guy, this just happened. The guy, he on a little yacht, he on a little canoe. His father is filming it. For some reason, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm just not racist. White people crazy. They do the crazy shit. Like, they're crazy. And I'm gonna tell you why I say they're crazy. Listen, You can know there's some well-invested water,
Uh-huh.
and you still go.
Yeah.
Black
What they
people,
got on over there?
like black people not doing it. They're like, nah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
White people like, it's just a well.
Bruh.
And I'm saying this in a funny way, like not in a like crazy.
Nah, we know.
Cause we do some weird shit. They be like, niggas.
Right?
But check it out, like, so, bro, while we out there in the water, literally the people keep saying like, you see the whales? You see? I'm like, I ain't seen no whales, right? But this like a thing, like they excited about the whales. In the hotel we stayed at, oceanfront, bro, they excited about the whales, bro. They like, you gotta see the whales. Literally, they keep talking about it. So we get on the yacht, we go out, bro, and bro, when I say it was a family reunion, I'm talking about big whales, bro, like, like you see it, they in twos, they shooting the water up. So she asked, she said, babe, could they knock the boat, could they knock the yacht over? So at first I said, no, and I said, yeah, they can. I'm playing with it. I'm like, yeah, they can. Like, we on like an 80-footer. So we on a big boy. I'm like, yeah, they can knock. She's like, get me off of here. She's like, get me off, I'm not playing, I'm serious. I'm like, nah, man, they can't knock this yacht over. I said, but see that canoe out there? Bro, they had a white lady in a canoe. I promise you, she was just chilling. Bro, she's just like, yeah, that's Timmy. I'm like, what? Bro, listen, the whales is like hitting. Pow, two.
Right.
Pow, one over here, one over there. Bro, we surrounded by them, bro. And I'm just like.
It's entertaining watching
Bro,
this.
she not paddling. She literally just like sitting in a canoe like.
Sightseeing. Tourism.
I wish I could pet one.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they right. Like, she right here, they probably like 100 yards, bro. That's not far in the water, bro.
Right.
Bro, I'm talking about, and they don't move fast. They move so slow, bro. So I said, listen, I said, the way, I said, she's so close to him, if they just budget, she's gone. Right? Like, and when they move like that, there's a current that follows them. You know what I'm saying? Bro, her little canoe just, and she's further enough from the shore. This is an issue. And bro, I'm just on the boat and I'm just like, nah. So the captain come ask me, and you want to jump in? I say, bro, you the lost it.
What?
I say, bro, there's 19 whales we just come.
Right. Plus
Bro,
water.
I don't jump. What I look like, bro? I don't want to jump in no damn. But that was
Wall Street Trapper on the news on CNN.
now they gonna rip me. Man, what Trap stupid ass doing in the water? Trap them with that Mexican guy, dumb ass ate by a whale. You hear me? Bro,
From the hood.
But here's what I did say. The dude who got swallowed by the whale and spit out, bro, I promise you this. I would live a Mary, Joseph, Jesus life after that.
After that,
Yes, sir.
counting all blessings.
Think about it, bro. You chilling in a matter of 2 minutes. You see your daddy with the camera, you go into your daddy, gobble. You like, what the fuck just happened? It's dark. And then you realize, oh, I'm in the stomach of a whale. Before you can panic, the whale spits you out. Nigga.
Naming his child Jonah. That's
Nigga.
That's crazy.
Bruh. I would be a monk after that, cut.
I grew up on, I don't know if y'all remember when Animals Attack.
Yeah, that was the thing.
It's a lot of them on that show, too. There ain't a lot of us on that
The
show.
one I remember the most was when that bear beat the piss out that lady. She was on a talk show, and I would never forget.
Why is they playing with these
I would never
animals?
forget that, bro. Like, on a talk show, she's sitting next to the bear, and that bear just hit her. Pop, 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 pop. I would never forget that. I was like, yo! I would never forget that.
The one I saw was the deer fighting the dude with the gun.
Deer always be, that's where George them from. Deer, that's why George, I ain't gonna put his business out there. Deer ain't got a chance around my cousin. Every
Man.
day they selling deer meat on the goddamn Instagram.
Right.
Deer
On the
patties.
Instagram.
Yeah, deer patties for sale. A deer don't stand a chance around them boys, boy. Listen, deer patties for sale. Deer.
I'm mad you said on the Instagram.
No, every day.
Order right here.
Every day. And then he gonna pull a video up with a trunk of them. Anything.
That's
He
crazy.
shoot hogs for fun, then he shoot deer for profit.
Yeah, country
Real.
boy.
But they got their license and stuff, so it's legal where they from.
Yeah,
Yeah, so anyway. Let's get into it, man. We got a dope show tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about. We got some stuff. I got a whiteboard moment I want to do tonight, Jose. That's gonna be real cool. But let's start off with our let's start off with our mantra. Let's start off with our mantra before we get into that. Yeah, somebody say, I need that dip. I'm telling you, the people know. Let's get into it, man. If you new here, this is our mantra. We live by this. We love this. This is what we stand on. This is what we believe in. Let's get to it, man. You say, well, that's biological, impossible, just Bible. It might be, but it happened. Let's go. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me from that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will a generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, baby. My button. There we go. Let's go, man. All right, Jose, we got a nice show for us tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about, bro. We got some things to get into. All right? Got some things to get into, man.
I don't know if we talking about it. I did have my own Jose personal question.
Okay.
It's a two-part real quick. One, with everything happening with these flights, is it okay.
All right.
With all these flights, is it concerning to you? And then two, does that affect has it affect the stocks in regards to these flights and situations?
It is somewhat concerning, bro. You know, like, I think honestly, like, there's never not a time I've got on a plane and didn't pray that I land safely. But I will say now, you kind of be skeptical. You be like, man, I hope this damn plane don't crash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just seen them, like, it's just happening a lot, man. Like, never have I seen this many ideas. I mean, never have I seen this many issues with planes in such a small amount of time, bro. Like, it was usually like every blue moon you saw a plane, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like,
Yeah, the previous was 2016.
Yeah, like, but now it's like, yo, it's been 30 days and we done seen 4 of them, 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? You just be like, damn, bro. But nah, it ain't affect the stock. They just said the airline industry gonna be a $1 trillion industry. I mean, it just hit $1 trillion. So, I guess that ain't. You know why though? Because it's a part of our life now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
5,000 flights a day. So odds are still in our favor. Let's make sure we clear.
What happened?
Say 45,000 flights a day. Domestically.
The odds in your favor till you own the one.
Right, until you on that one.
Shit. The odds in your favor till you own the one. You know what I'm saying?
I got a nice little jetway ritual. My prayers in there. I got to touch the outside of the plane, lay hands on it. I got a ritual, walking down the, like even my girl, she was talking to me. I said, you can't talk to me while I'm going to jet.
I ain't even much mad at that though. Normally I'll flush you, but like I ain't even much. Nah, lay hands on that thing. Lay hands.
Lay hands on it. You know
nah, I ain't mad at
Anointed.
that, bro. It's just crazy. Then you saw some of the stuff in Detroit. We in a serious time right now, bro. we in a serious time right now, bro. We in a time where it's snowing in New Orleans, snowing in Atlanta, back to back, planes crashing, fires.
Yep.
Then Detroit just had a freezing flood.
Yeah, it's different out here.
All that in the stock market fucking running. Excuse my language. The stock market is just disregarding everything that's going on right now in the world.
Like I don't even see what's going on over there.
All that in the stock market is like, we up.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get into it, man. So today was an interesting day, man. The market was down all day today, and then the last hour, it found a way to turn green. And I'm just interested because February is definitely not February right now. You know, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It's actually going pretty good. Today the S&P hit an all-time high. We'll talk about that. You know, so we actually off to a great start. I read something today, Jose, that I don't know if it was when I was in Mexico, I wasn't really tripping too much. But I want to say this, man. I got to see how true this is. So you know, Elon Musk is appointed this Doge, right? It's like an external revenue service. And bro, they said that I read a thing that said that there's over 100 and something billion dollars or something in Social Security being paid to people that's not alive. I don't know how true it is, bro. I've seen it a lot of times.
Where you see it though?
On a lot of platforms. And even he posted it. He said something like, maybe we paying Social Security to vampires.
Look, I ain't mad at them cleaning the house and going in the closet.
My thing is that I wonder if I gotta do some more homework on it, bro. Because the reason why I ain't even much make a thing about it tonight, because I was like, this should be on CNBC or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This should be on CNN. That's why I didn't like make a graphic about it and go deep into it. Because it could be false. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, bro, if you find that out, bro, that got to be all over the news.
All over.
That got to be all over the news. Yeah, what I will say is, somebody's stealing some money somewhere, and I think you're gonna find it out. Now, some of the things I'm not mad at, is I was talking to Nat this week, who's in Mexico, and she told me something that I didn't know about. She said one of her first jobs when she was 19, she worked in a government job in D.C., right? And she said there's these, she said in D.C. and in that area, and that's where you're from, that's your area. She said, like, it's a thing to get a government job. Like, if you get a government job out there, you good. Like, you feel like you made it, right? Because you're looking at corporate America and you build your wealth up. You build your wealth up. She said, but what'll happen is they'll have one department, and that one department will have, like, a whole bunch of people underneath it. But it's a lot of downtime. And so she said they can have one department with like 50 people, and you don't really need 50 people, right? And so she was telling me, like, there's a lot, like when I worked in the plants, they called it downtime, right? So a lot of times when we needed to move, it was based on paperwork. You got to sign this paperwork. You sign this paperwork, that person can move. You sign that paperwork, that person can move. And she said it's a lot of downtime. So it made me think about something. I'm like, damn, bro, a lot of people about to lose their government job. And I think so far it's at like, 15,000 people? And I had to ask myself something. I said, we got that many people working in the government? And that's what made me think. I said, yo, we have that many. I think the last time I checked it was like 15 to 20,000 people. I said, damn. And so she told me that. She was like, I'm not saying it's good that the people should lose their job. She said, but it's a lot of downtime when you working in the government. She's like, there's so many different departments with people like, Sean, we need to do this. I bet. I'm going to sign the paperwork. I'm going to send it to LaShawna. All right, LaShawna, I got the paperwork. I'm going to send it to George. Hey, George, you got the paperwork? Yep, I got the paperwork. I'm going to send it to Jose. Jose, you got it? Yep, I got the paperwork. I'm going to send it. She was like, it's so much downtime. And so when I saw that, I was like, she was like, I don't think the people should lose their job. Maybe there's a different way to put them. She's like, but there is a lot of downtime. And she said, imagine. And in my mind, I'm like, imagine, it's a cakewalk. You going to work, boom. You sign a paper for 30 years. All right, then you retire? So I was like, damn. So, it's not me saying good or bad. I think there's always a better use for people. You know what I'm saying?
My ex-wife is in that joint, and she worked, since COVID was home. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Meeting about analyzing stuff. I said, hey, I can do that. Like, what are y'all?
So I feel some kind of way about that. I'm like, because I'm not a fan for a lot of people losing their jobs, especially when
right.
It's probably what you went to school for in the D.C. area for something like that. It's probably, you know what I'm saying? So, but I am on the pennies, though. Cut them damn pennies. Cut them damn pennies, Jose. Cut them damn pennies out of here. Round it up. All right, let's get into our show tonight, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Anyway, let's go, man. So, Jose, put call ratio for the day, we had 5.2 million calls, 3.9 million puts. Now, for my people that don't know what that means, puts to calls tells us how many active traders are actively positive or bullish on the market. We are in that the put call ratio is anything at 1 or more, we know the market is being real bearish. Right here, we see the market is 0.76. That means the market is very neutral right now. People feeling optimistic. He's signing a lot of executive orders. He's doing a lot of things, but are they really things that are moving the needle? That's kind of what my brain is on. Are those things really moving the needle, Jose? Not here to say good or bad, but are they moving the needle? My next thing to that is this, Jose, and I gotta be real. I like Tesla as a stock, but I don't know how I feel with Elon Musk having access to my data. I just gotta be 100% real on that.
Lex Luthor.
I gotta, Jose, we got 4,000 people in the chat.
Let's go. 4,700.
4,700 people in the chat.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, Jose, I don't know how I feel about Elon Musk having access to my data. Now, don't have a problem with him being a CEO. I think he's a mad scientist. I think he's super, what's the word here I want to use? Creative. But I don't know if I'm comfortable with him having access to my data. Especially because he want to put chips in everybody's head.
Unbridled access.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, Jose. He just dropped the AI bot. Right now, it's saying it could be the best one out right now. Gonk 3, whatever that is. Gonk 3, something like that. They say it could be the best in the game.
You just did it. You took a deep breath. We're just taking deep breaths around here.
Bro, it's a lot going on that we got to be prepared for, Jose.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on. Let's go a little further, man. All right, so here's what the market look like today, man. Meta, Jose, for the first time in 3 weeks, it had a what? Down day. Now, here's what I be saying. Don't be surprised if I got another call option on Meta coming real soon. The stock is just on a tear, bro. For my people that send a sound, just go in and out, fam. Just go out, come back in. So, NVIDIA finally broke 140. You got earnings on the 26th. What gonna happen? Microsoft, Oracle, Adobe, Say, bro, this Palantir stock. So listen, let me tell you something, bro. At 67, it was $86. I said, bro, it's overvalued right here, bro. Like, I ain't messing with it because I'm not a chaser. When it got to, remember though, after it got to the S&P 500, I said, yo, this thing gonna take off because now the big dogs paying attention to it. It's gonna lock in. Still thought it was a little overvalued. Wanted to hear 2 earnings calls. Bro, heard those 2 earnings calls, bro. I said, oh, this insane. I put in the chat the other day when it got down to 99. I said, if it can get to 95, I got it. I should have got in at 99. Bro, that thing ran from 99 to 126. I said, this is a savage right here. But I did say to me, it is the NVIDIA of 2022. I think it's going to be on that kind of run. But shout out to all my people that got that. Chad! He gone? Let me tell you something. Here's the crazy part. Chad sent me a text the other day. The text said, hey, bruh, thank you for the play. Here's what the text said. Here's the 3 plays I'm about to make, son, because that's my dog. I said, Goldman Sachs. I gave him the play we did for Goldman Sachs. I said, Meta. I gave him the play we did for Meta. This was in November. This was Thanksgiving. I said, June 85 Palantir call. I didn't make the play, though. I didn't make the play. I forgot what happened, what we was doing. I didn't make the play. I gave him the play. He said, bruh, thank you for the play. I did the first 2. I forgot why I didn't do this. I forgot what happened, why I didn't do the play, and I don't want to lie about it. I forgot what happened, why, for him, because he just means so much to me. He's done so much for me. I'll let him know, like, yo, this is what I'm about to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I didn't make the Palantir play. I don't know what, but I gave it to him. It was a June 85 call. He hit me. He said, dog, thank you for this play, bro. He said, I ain't never printed. Well, he did. He been printed like that. He said, this thing printed, dog. He was up like 20 grand on it. He was like, nigga. So shout out to my dog, Chad, man. But anyway, pretty good market today. Home Depot down, McDonald's down. Starbucks is still going. We like what the CEO doing over there. We love it. Definitely on the radar now. John Deere. So John Deere's up 4% today. It's interesting because they're saying John Deere is going to be affected by the Chinese tariffs, but China isn't really, it won't affect them that much. But the stock has been on a Eli Lilly up 1.5% today. They coming back. How that sound? AMAT, KLLC, ANET, Texas Instruments, MU, AVGO down a little bit today. Not bad. Not bad day today. Let's go a little further. Our feed greed index right at 47. Not bad. Not bad. I like it when it's in that 50-ish range, 56 maybe. I'm not mad at that. I like it to be anywhere between fear and greed, but not either one way. Let's go a little further, man. John Deere's in Mexico 100%, but they're saying it's going to be attacked by China, put some tariffs on it. So, what's good, Nick? What's happening with your fam? So today the S&P 500 hit 61. That was good. It was an all-time high, which means the S&P up is 4.5% this year. Not bad. I personally say that I don't think we're going to have a 20% year, but we on pace for it. You figure another 2 months, another 4.5, that is 9, right? You do another 4 months, if it just went at that rate, that'll put us at what? 18, 19, close the year out. Not a bad month. Not a bad month. Not a bad way to start it out. What do you think about Intel? We'll talk about that. I told y'all. That's a mark my word. We ain't gonna. Matter of fact, before we go, here's a mark my word moment. Right? Here's a mark my word moment. Right? Let's go to this Intel. Let's go to this Intel play today that came out. Right. Intel popped 16% for the best day since March 2020 on potential break. Now watch this. Last week, Jose, somebody in the chat argued with me. Right? They argued with me last week. And I'm not saying that I said it was going to be phenomenal. All I simply said was, with the resurgence of AI, Intel has found its footing, right? As one time a company that thought was going to just not make it, in 2025, they have found their footing. So I wrote something down that was real. So watch this. TSM and Broadcom are both winning independent deals with Intel. All right? Stock popped 16% today. It's up 29% on the year. 29% on the year, right? Last week, it pumped 16%. No, last week it pumped 5.4% when Vice President J.D. Vance said that we will back all American AI technologies. We will not lead them astray. The stock popped 6% on that, right? 16% today. In total, is up 29%. Now, last week, Jose, all I said was, and somebody said, man, you tripping. It was in the chat. Said, man, you tripping. Oh, damn, Intel. And I didn't say it's about to go crazy. I'm just saying the stock has seeming a way to gain footing, and the market, for some reason, believes in it. Right? And here we are today, the stock up 29%. Bro, the stock is up 29% in February. Now, I'm not about to go invest in it. I'm not about to tell nobody to go invest in it. I can watch this one from the sideline and be okay. If it goes up 90% to end the year, I'm okay with that. Guess why? Because last year the stock dropped by 60%. Last year the stock was down 60. Listen to what I just said just now. 60. In 2024, Intel was down by 60%, bro. That's insane. That's insane. Right? So I'm not about to tell everybody to go buy it, but there's a resurgence. Guess what? There's a resurgence in another company. Let's pull our AT&T chat up right quick. This is just blowing me away right here. This is blowing me away. Look, sometimes you got to pop out and show ninjas, bro. You hear me? AT&T shares continue to gain for 7 straight sessions as the stock closed today at 0.75% higher at $26. Bro, that stock ain't been $26 since 2019. The U.S. telecom giant did 5% in the last 6 days. Now watch this. AT&T, right? AT&T is up 14% year to date, bro. Now, let me talk about it for a second, though. Now, watch. Now, the company was $100 and something billion in the hole, right? Of course, they made the sale to Dish Network, which actually helped them out. They got off to that. And I said this when I sold it in 2019, I said, 2020 I sold it. I said, man, if they don't get rid of this was one of the worst buys they could do, right? So they wound up selling it for a loss, right? But it freed up something on the balance sheet, right? Up 14% year to date. Now watch this though, Jose. 21 out of 26 analysts voted AT&T as a buy, right? The company has successfully paid down debt and is actively paying down debt, has given investors a great return on capital, has strengthened up the balance sheet, and could possibly increase the dividend. They also did a deal with Nokia in a multi-year expansion to upgrade voice carriage in a 5G network. Now, I'm not about to go tell you about AT&T either. Because they was one of the companies that actually suspended the dividend. Right? A sign of a company that's not doing good. What do? Suspend the dividend. Right? They suspended it. Matter of fact, as soon as the pandemic hit, one of the first things they did, they cut it and they said, we not, no money. Right? Management did get off of the debt. They paying down the debt.
That's wild, because it's one. I was actually in the gym today studying the Verizon one when they bought out their self out from Vodafone, and they've been in a hole $150 billion. And I was just studying it this morning. I just want to know what they did in regards to their growth, because it was like telecom is like a dying industry.
It's not really dying, but it don't have no. You gotta think about it. Like, what can a phone company do that's gonna like wow you?
None.
Right? It's not so much the phone, the telecom. It's more so the phone people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the phone providers. It's not so much as the, right? So you gotta ask yourself, like, I don't know. It is mind-boggling.
That's why I'm about to dig. I'm gonna dig deep on this.
Into what? AT&T?
And just to see what they did.
Well, I told you what they did. They sold off the Dish Network.
So they sold that off.
So that freed them up off $150 billion.
The dividend.
But they didn't get all of that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They sold it for a loss, actually. Then they suspended the dividend, which saved them some money. And then they started actively doing some things. Stock ain't going nowhere. Management comes in, probably fired a whole bunch of people to save some money, because that's what companies do.
Mm-hmm.
Fired a whole bunch of people, probably cut off some departments that really wasn't working. And then just probably kind of got operations going.
Yeah.
Right? You got to get operations going. So you probably got operations moving in a certain way, got some momentum, paid down some debt. And one of the things you can always do in the market is, if you bring your dividend back and you pay down some debt, the market going to look at you like you're doing real good. Right? The stock was low. The stock is up now, up 14% year to date. I'm not mad at it, but I don't feel confident in saying go buy AT&T stock.
Right.
Does pay like a 7% dividend, if I'm not mistaken, between 5 and 7%. I think they'll bring that, if they haven't reinstated it already. Dividend at 4.29%, and they talking about increasing it. I'm not here to tell you go buy AT&T just because it's $26. You're paying for that $4% dividend yield. I don't see the initiative to tell you to go do that. Yes, they're having a 14% year to date, but bro, they've been down the last 5 years. I'm not here to tell you to go run and jump on that. I'm not here to tell you to go.
But it's something to watch.
It's not even nothing to watch.
Not even to watch?
No.
Oh, okay.
You could pass on that.
Bet.
You could pass on that. Because it's one of the ones where, yeah, they're having a great year right now, but what are you expecting from them from a growth perspective? That's going to make you say, I'm willing to drop $1,000 on AT&T. Now, I get it. People going to say, Trap, I like the dividend. Not mad at you going there for that 4% dividend, but they just reinstated it. Remember, they cut it. What happens when we go through something else in the economy? And the reason why you bought it, now is no longer a reason there. Right? They ain't cleaned. Have they cleaned it up that much to a willing to say, I'm going to drop $1,000 on it, $2,000 on it for this dividend, and what happens when they pause the dividend again? Now you got to sell out again. So, hard pass for me. I ain't going to lie. I'll flush it, but if you in it already, I guess I'm not mad at you for being in it. Profit margin still ain't there in AT&T like that, so yeah, somebody say stop hating, Trap. All I'm doing is, how am I hating? I'm
Just speaking facts.
just speaking facts. Go look at the return for the last 5 years. Matter of fact, on my phone now. Let me see something. I think we call hating for truth. You know what I'm saying? Again, hating would be, don't buy it, stay away from it. You're going, you know what I'm saying I don't feel comfortable telling nobody that rock with me to go buy AT&T. Because I'm not gonna tell you buy nothing that I ain't gonna buy. That I'm not even interested in considering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you that. Let's see something. All right. 5 years, the stock's down 9%.
Flush it.
5 years, the stock is down 9%. It ended last year pretty good. Let me see something. All right, so it ended last year up 33%, not bad, it was up $5, right? And so it's up right now, year to date, it's up 14%. So it had a good last year, end of the year last year, right? But let's look at something. Watch this. How much is the stock right now? $26. Guess what? In February 2020, the stock was $28. Right? February 2020, the stock was $28. Right? So if you bought it in 2020, you still down. Right? 2021, it was $21. 2022, it was $15.
Enough said. It was like, yo, I hate when they get my dog off track. I always look at it sometimes.
2023,
It's
2023 was $14. I'm not off track, we're just giving context.
Yeah, definitely. It's a teachable moment.
Yeah, 2023, it was $14, down 51%. Right? Right? So you can say, yeah, I bought it at $14, you probably lying. Right? Because if you saw it at 28 in 2020 and at 23 it's at 14, you ain't buying that.
Right, nah.
Right?
Not at all.
July, watch this. Watch this. Watch this, Jose. April 26, 2024, it's down $16. The stock is now at this point down 41%.
Yep, flush that jump.
You feel me? So it's just context on me saying, with so many other options in the game, why would I tell my people go buy that? Why would I do that? Right? I'm not built like that. Just because the stock $15, that's the problem. We know how to put a price on something, but we don't know how to value it. Right? Now, have they made some improvements by paying down you know what I'm saying? Have they made some improvements by getting rid of the Dish Network thing? Oh, direct, 100%. I said that. I said, bro, if they get rid of that, they might can see some daylight. But you probably had to been trapping with me to know when I said that. I said, this is one of the worst things they ever did. They bought this thing and they overpaid for it. It wasn't worth it. I said, if they get rid of that, they'll probably see some daylight. They seen a little daylight. They had to get rid of that. They had to cut some dividends. They seeing some daylight. I'm not mad at it. Let's go a little further, man. I spent too much time on that. We got to go to our certified trapper of the week, right? Is Sarah, is that right? Rector, right? At 11 years old, Sarah Rector became one of the richest black children in America in 1913, born to formerly enslaved parents of Oklahoma. Rector's family was granted land as post-slavery reparations. When oil was discovered on her land, she began earning thousands of dollars a day, making her a millionaire by adolescence. Due to her sudden wealth, state officials even attempted to have her declared white to justify her fortune. Shout out to young Sarah for holding it down.
When oil was discovered.
So here's the thing, bro. So that's a business that I would love to get into.
Man.
The oil business. I would love to figure out a way to get into the oil industry once I get myself settled right here. Because, bruh, oil is such a resource.
Bro, we just skip right past that joke. That's crazy.
What?
As far as her story.
Now, imagine them trying to say she white. Because she got so much money. You know what I get, bro?
By adolescence? Because of...
You know what I get to? Hey, bro. Hey, that gym working, dog. Golly. Hey, this mustard shirt popping too. Mustard! Who I did this for the green light?
Huh?
Who I did this for? That's a good look right there.
You know what I'm saying? We just
Hey, let's take a minute, y'all. In the chat, let's let my team know that the camera's looking real good, y'all. Let's just give them a, come on, man. We got
Yeah, squad. We squadded up. We're just trying to make it better. We know a lot of people actually watching this right now on their TVs. You know what I'm saying? They big screens.
Yeah, they got us on a big screen.
Theaters.
Yeah, man. Let's just take a minute, man, and get a team a shout out, man, because it's looking good. It's looking good. Shout out to young Benton. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ant. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jose. Come on. Shout out to Cam. Okay. I ain't telling George shit. Shout out to Sean. You know what I'm saying? Let the team know, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done tightened up in here. I like it. But yeah, man, think about, say, bro, you know one of the things I think about, Jose, is, so watch this. I don't want to put my girl business out there like that. But we was having a conversation. We was watching 12 Years a Slave, right? And she was just like, so she called me, she said, you country. So I'm from New Orleans, so that's a trigger for me.
Yo, that's the same they would have with Ash. She was like, nah, you don't never say I'm country.
I said, yo, don't play with me like that.
You say I'm Southern.
I said, you can say I'm from the South.
But us up north, we don't know these rules,
I said, say, don't, because I'm from the city. You dig? I said, don't play with me like that, you hear me? She's like, what? I said, no, don't play with me like that. I'm from New Orleans, yo. Like, ain't nothing country about me, you hear me? I used to go to the country every weekend. And so we watching.
I used to go to the country every weekend.
I have to go by George now. Cause we call
George country.
So no. So we call George because he's from
rural.
So George is interesting. So there's a lot of people like George that in New Orleans. What happens is, so a lot of people in New Orleans, we got family in rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
Woods, real cotton fields, real sugar cane. Me and George had a story the other day at my house. We talk about how one day I was in a car with my grandmother. We going to the country by George and them. I got a sweet tooth. I asked my grandma to pull over. Well, I said, Ma, you can stop at the gas station and get something. She tell me, like I done lost my damn mind. But guess what? We in a Cadillac, bro. We get close to like on the road to go into the town where George and them at. She pulls the car over, my dog. Get out the car, pop the trunk, pull the machete out, go to the sugarcane field, hit that thing, pops it, gets in the car and say, here, pull the top back, look what I do. Sugarcane, bro, it don't get no better than that, cuz.
Fresh.
What? Bruh, when I say it don't get no better than sugarcane,
off the side of the road.
bruh, and George was like, and George told me something that I didn't know. He said, oh yeah, before I can say the machete, he said, oh, she pulled the machete out the trunk. I said, yeah. He said, everybody in the country, they got the machete. It's a necessity. Right, so I grew up in the city, but we went to the country every weekend. Because that's what, like, so my family migrated to the city like maybe 2 generations before me. My great-grandmother, right? Your mama's, that would be your grandmother. Your grandmother, my great-grandmother, right? So his grandmother which is my great-grandmother, they was the generation that went to New Orleans. So we have, that's right, huh, George? So my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mama. So before me, I have 4 generations in New Orleans. So we talking maybe what, the 30s, 40s? 30s, 40s, 20s, something up in that area, right? So my grandmother, some of my grandmother and her sisters and them, they probably still went to high school in the country. You know what I'm saying? So this was an every other weekend thing for me. And so we watching, so I did shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like fighting them and shit, bro, it's different. My cousin Black, who passed away, bro, fighting them, different. I think he was a black belt at like 10. Different. You hear me? I'm a city dude. I'm coming out here. They like, we headbutt and everything. Right. We kick, we headbutt, we do it all out here. Ain't everything go. No shoes, nothing. So I'm telling that about, we watching the 12 Days a Slave, and we watching 12 Days a Slave, and she says to me, yo, because her mom was from Trinidad, right? So she's like a first generation of it. So she was like, yo, like, I don't know as much about Black history as you. I said, huh? She said, I know the stuff that they talk about all the time. You know, Martin's, Malcolm, Rosa Parks, da-da-da. But you know, like,
deep down.
You know stuff. She's like, I don't know. So I'm talking to her about it, and I started talking to her about the Civil War. I said, and immediately, bro, I tell you no word to lie, I told George, I found another sense of purpose. I said, yo, I gotta teach you about the Southern Black experience. I said, but what you gotta do is, I said, you gotta dig into your Trinidad experience. It's important. I say it's important because that Caribbean Black experience is a completely different experience as well.
Totally different.
You feel me? I said, that is so important. I said, the one thing I did coming up, the one thing I did was when my Aunt Glo passed away, I stayed with her for 2 years in that crib. Bro, I learned so much about my family living in that house with her, because that's all we would talk about. Right? And I regret not talking to G-Mama even more once she passed away. Yeah. My grandma passed away when she was 52. I was 12, 13 years old, so I didn't get that. I see your grandmother, both your grandmothers.
Look at her in the chat talking about, I'm not Southern. Ashley talking about, I'm Southern, not country.
Yeah, Ash, she's Southern. 100%, Ash. 100%. So I said, what you gotta do is, you gotta talk to your grandparents because they're in their 90s. You don't get them forever. I said, it's important for you right now to learn as much as you can about the Trinidadian experience. You gotta learn it. So I'm telling her about the Civil War as we watching this, because she didn't understand how impactful and like what slavery, she was like, it wasn't like that. I said, listen to me. Now people gonna be mad at me for this. I said, the Civil War had nothing to do with people wanting to abolish slavery. I say the Civil War was about Northern whites looking at Southern whites make a killing.
Money. Free money.
Free labor.
Free, yep.
And the Southern whites was taxing their ass. And so the only way to equal the playing field was to, hey, you can't let them have that.
If we can't have it,
if we can't have it, this is classism.
Yeah.
Like the Southern whites.
That's real.
Bro, the Southern whites, 3,000 acres of land. More niggas than you can see. You can't even count them. More cotton, from cotton to collard greens to tobacco. And you can't grow cotton up there. You feel me? Not like this.
Right.
And you got free labor. I say, so this is how, I said, if you want to know how America was built, cotton. It's the thread. If you talk about blood money, cotton. And then a black man tried to make it easier for us, create the cotton gin, and made it harder. Bro, like, hey, I got something to help y'all out, bro.
Right.
It got harder. I say, this is what America is built on. So we looking at 12 Years a Slave, bro. She started crying. She was like, babe, I can't watch this. I'm like, I say, no. We gotta watch this. I say, now watch this. I say, I'm from the South. My experience with white America has been cultivated different. I said, of course, I say Oakland, California, New York, we all had different experiences. I say, but the Southern experience it run deep. I say, now a lot of times, when you saw that migration to the Midwest and to the East Coast, it's because they were trying to get the hell from down here. And bro, when I say her brain, and I say from West Virginia, Carolinas, Kentucky's, all of that, I said, listen, we got a lot to talk about. I said, Oklahoma, we got a lot to talk about. And bro, I got so excited because
I can now introduce you to this.
I can introduce you to this Southern experience. I say, but you gotta go learn that Trinidadian experience because y'all, I say the Caribbean, them islands also had a pivotal role in a different exposure. Mm-hmm. I say, you gotta think about it. The reason why none of those countries help Haiti is because Haiti bucked the system. They won back their freedom and they said, we ain't going back. And so all of the countries say, okay, since y'all don't want to get down with the get down, ain't nobody gonna help y'all. So I say that's why Haiti, Jamaica, that's our relatives, but they was on some, hey, y'all know y'all tripping. This how you. She was just like, I say, yeah, you gotta go talk to your grandparents, fam. It's important.
I recommend that. Actually, I did a last year with my grandma. She 98, just turned 98 on the 13th. Mm-hmm. Just got a camera. Video, just ask her questions. Mm-hmm. I would recommend everybody. We all got phones, whatever. Just talk to them.
You got to.
Them super OGs.
You got to, bro.
It's gonna get lost. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna get lost, bro. We need that. So, yeah, man. So, shout out to Sarah. I know we went on with that just now.
We needed that. People were like, look, is there books? Is there something that we need that we should look up?
Yeah. We're gonna start doing that, man. I think it's important, bro, because you know what triggered me too, Jose, is so when Kendrick said 40 acres and a mule, it didn't trigger me, but I didn't realize how many black people didn't know what 40 acres and a mule represented. Watch this. From Sunday to Thursday, it was the most Googled thing next to AI.
It's getting lost in that.
40 acres and a mule was one of the most Googled terms.
Sean, did you know what that meant? See?
And he 21 and he didn't know what that meant. And it's nothing against him, but that's how much. But that's how much. You know why? Bro, in my mind, real talk, bro, I just knew every black person in America understood what 40 acres and a mule was, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, in my mind, I didn't think you can walk up to one black person and say, hey, 40 acres and a mule, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Until I saw this, like from Sunday to like Thursday, bruh, it was one of the most Googled terms next to artificial intelligence, bruh. And it blew my mind. And then when I started seeing people create content about it, like, what is 40 acres and a mule? And people started explaining. I was like, yo, we don't know.
Explain it. Even my guy, King K, said, I just Googled it.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? So first of all, no, somebody said you can't be serious. No. We can't. Oh, bro, this is so good. Listen, we're going to talk about stocks, I promise you. But one of the things that I love about our show is, and we got to start bringing this back, bro. We got to start bringing back. We gotta start bringing back Trapper of the Week, you hear me? I'll get rid of Flush It or Flip It to bring back this, bro, no lie. So, first let's start with this. Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. You didn't know that. You knew that, right. So let's start with that. So Abraham Lincoln did not free the slave. Abraham Lincoln actually went on record to say that he only freed the slave because he felt like it was the thing to do to end the war. He said whatever it took to end the war, he was willing to do that. He just wanted the Civil War, he wanted the wars to be over, right? So 40 Acres and the Mule, everybody should read the 1619 Project. I got 2 books for y'all to read. I'm gonna give you 2 books right quick.
Now. I'm
gonna give you 2 books to read. Listen, I love this, bro. Like, I love this, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna make the show all about it, but I really love this. So I'm gonna give y'all 2 books y'all should read. Outside of the 1619 Project, you should read South to America. It's a book I've had for a couple years. It's in I always read them. It is a journey below the Mason-Dixon to understand the South. Now, if you don't know what the Mason-Dixon line is, it's a whole nother.
Right, because look, I mean, they might not teach you the schools next year. I'm just saying,
the Mason-Dixon line is a whole nother thing. But a book you gotta read is South to America, A Journey Below the Mason-Dixon Line. So now, 1619 Project is very important for you to read, right? Now, 40 Acres and a Mule was reparations that black people were supposed to get. America, so say, was going to pay back black people and their ancestors for slavery.
That's what I'm surprised about Sarah.
No.
But it said, you know, granted land is part of the post-slavery reparations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm like, so people did get some.
Some.
Yeah, some. Yeah.
But here's what happened. When you realize how much 40 acres is.
And how many
I'm going to tell you when I realized it.
When you got yours.
When I got mine.
Yep.
When me and Marcus, when I first saw it, I said, bro, I got to get that land. That was a passion project. We still ain't did nothing with it, right? But I said, Marcus, you want to buy this land? He said, bet, come on. We got the land, and it's actually 39.7 acres of land. And bro, when I walked that land, I said, hey, this is a lot of land. And I think I told George this. I said, gee, I now realize why they didn't give every black family 40 acres.
Yeah, you can't even see the other end.
Watch this, bro. If you put 3 to 5 black families together, that's 200 acres of land if you got 5 families together. Bro, 200 acres of land?
Crazy.
In my mind, I said, oh, they made a business decision. If you gave every black person, now mind you, black people only represent what, 12% of the economy? So if you gave them 40 acres of land, bro, you know how much land you take away from white people? Now I'm about to say this. The number 1 rule in the world is always self-preservation. If they would have gave every black person in America them 40 acres of land, immediately it cripples the wealth of white America.
It said 40 acres is roughly 30 football fields.
Bro, think about this. 40 acres is actually a neighborhood.
Yeah, easy. 30 football fields?
Yeah, bro. 40 acres is an actual neighborhood. Imagine 5 black families owning, this our. So watch this. Tulsa, Oklahoma was actually a little more than 40 acres. That Black Wallstreet part. It's a little more than 40 acres of land. And they burned that down. But also, watch this. 40 acres is enough for you to be self-sustainable. Because remember, You gotta remember, you not giving, watch this, you not, and I'm about to say this, y'all gonna laugh, you not giving 2025 African Americans 40 acres of land. Well, we don't know how to, we don't know, we can't plant shit.
Oh, yeah, they working that,
right?
man.
You talking about giving farmers, agricultures, you talking about people that know how to work the land.
Bruh, they working the land, they finding oil. Do you understand that?
Watch this, that's a whole, so watch this. So let me make it even more so how this was crazy. So this is what they did. Once they freed the slaves, white America in that time understood like, okay, if we free them, we still can hold on to them. Because guess what? We freeing them with nowhere to go. That's where you get the term sharecropper from. Share the crops. If I free you, you don't got nowhere to go, you don't got no clothes, you don't got no money. So I make a deal with you. I say, hey, check this out, Jose, you and your family. At this time, we had big families, so it may be a husband, a wife, 3, 4 children. Look, I'm gonna let y'all live in a shack. I'm gonna feed y'all. I can't crack the whip no more. But I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna let you live here, right? I'm going to clothe you. And what we'll do is I'll let you pay off your debt based on the crop, share crop, right? I don't know how to pick it. I ain't gonna pick it. You don't matter. You've been picking it all your life. But guess what they didn't know about? Guess what the term, guess what started hitting us? Guess what they started hitting us with, Jose? Interest. And watch this. Because we don't know how to read, because we didn't know how to write, now they hitting us with the interest. Now they hitting us with the, we did, but what we do know how to do is, we know how to count them crops. Yeah. We knew how to produce them. We knew, hey, that's 15 rows. That's this can produce that. So you saying, yep, I sold it for this, when actually you sold it for that. You saying you sold it for 3 cents, but you actually sold it for 10 cents, but you saying, hey, we only sold it for 3 cents, but because I clothe you and house you, I'm charging you per kid, I'm charging you per meal, I'm charging you for the rain, I'm charging you interest, so I might be paying you $10, but because of the interest, So now what happens is, we're in a revolving cycle of now we can't get off the land. So now we indebted forever. So now you still got us as slaves. But because that's why
free slaves.
This is why what really hitting that was when they had to hide learning how to read. And she was like, why? She said, oh, this is why my Trinidadian grandparents was so heavy on education. I said, listen to me, my love. Reading is what made you the most dangerous slave.
Right. If
you knew how to read, you became the most dangerous slave because you knew how to use this. That's what made Nat Turner so dangerous. What made him so dangerous was because he knew the Bible the same way they knew the Bible. So for every slave and master verse they would throw at him, he was slinging freedom and a God. And every man that's what made him dangerous.
Like, oh, we don't like you, boy.
That's what made him dangerous.
Sheesh.
So that, I said, this is what kept them in slavery. Even when the slaves was free, if you free, it's like somebody come home from jail. You come home from jail, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no nothing. If you don't really got this, watch this, if you don't got nothing to trigger you to triumph, it's gonna trigger your trauma back to tragedy. And now you're using that crutch. And so the strong part about our people was, we started saying, all right, bro, this ain't gonna work, right? So we started doing shit like, man, watch this. Because I ain't in slavery, guess what? You know what? You go learn how to read. We gonna pay this debt off. And then we gonna leave the plantation altogether. So once you left, so the goal then was to keep you on the plantation.
Yeah.
Because now you don't got to run, you don't got to escape. You just got to pay the debt off. All right, bet. How much I owe you? I bet. And so that's why you had these fathers like, hey, babe, work the house. I'm going to work this. We going to send Lil into school. That became the role. Check it. I got it. You know what? I'm going to take this in. Babe, you work the house. Don't even trip. But we going to send Lil one to school. Because I'm too old to learn how to read. You too old. We know how to work. I don't want you to do this. You go to school, you go learn how to read and write. So watch this. So you don't get caught up in this. Ah.
So good, so good.
That's it, bro. That's
so good.
That's how that's why the information, bro. Bro, information, bro, I know this is a stock show, I apologize. Listen, information, Jose, has always been the key to being released, bro. That's what's whooping our ass right now. You know what's whooping our ass right now, bro? We got access to more information than any other generation, but we don't got no unity. We can't rock out. We get mad at each other for anything. Bro, you know what's crazy? We get mad at each other for having different skin tones, acting like we all ain't black. For some reason, we think because you light-skinned, I'm dark-skinned, you had a different life than me. Not realizing, watch this, the light-skinned person who went in the house had to deal with molestation, slavery, the wife whipping the piss out of her. Yep. You might not be in the field, but you catching the same heat.
Yep.
The wife whipping the piss, the wife beating on you, punching on you, everything.
We ain't got no excuse, bro.
Bro, this is why I call the market, bro, the financial underground railroad, bro. You know why? Because we don't got to be on no plantation. And my thing is always, bro, like, I don't get mad at nobody that got a job because everybody can't be entrepreneurs. But guess what, bro? Everybody can invest in a market, bro.
Everybody, yep.
This how we change the game, bro. No lie. This how you buy real estate. This how you start a business. This how you get ownership in the business. Bro, watch this. Just let me paint a picture right here, Jose. Can I paint a picture right here, Jose?
Bro?
Check this out. All right. Because I'm from the street, I understand why dudes are there. Bro, imagine this. Just an idea. What happened if every dude in the street, let's say every dude in the street got $1 million policy on them?
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. Let's just say every dude in the street had $1 million policy on them. All you gotta do is be healthy.
Yep.
That's it. And be honest with you, most street niggas is healthy, bro. Niggas smoke a little weed, drink a little alcohol, but bro, cause you ain't no old street nigga. You young. You get $1 million policy on you, right? Let's say something happened to you because you're in the street. You immediately, guess what you do? Give your people $1 million. Right? But let's go a little further here, Jose. What if you didn't die? And what if all niggas in the street took their money, came together, and started buying stocks, learned options, and bought real estate? Let's go a little further. What if dudes in the street said, okay, I gotta get out the street. What if we bought the corner stores and didn't shop with the Asians, didn't shop with the Arabs, shop with ourselves? I don't got nothing against them, but here's what I'm saying. Go to the Arab community. Go to the Chinese community. The problem is we don't got nothing in our own community. Bro, very seldom have I seen a black corner store in my community.
Nope. You see them sweeping in there, but nope, they don't own it.
Bruh, I ain't seen a black, bro, I do not. I grew up in the hood, bruh. I ain't seen a black person that owned a corner store in my hood.
And the crazy part, that $1 million policy sometimes be like $100, $150.
But I've never seen, listen to me, bro, and I'm not even saying go get a whole policy. Watch this. Go get a term $1 million policy. Get two if you feel froggish. Give it to your mama. But guess what? Teach your mama financial literacy. Ma, you gotta learn how to open a business up. Teach your kids about wealth access. Right? So now what happens is this, Jose. I'm not saying you come a million overnight, but you know what come with being in the street. Right? Imagine every time the police killed somebody in the hood, the insurance company had to cough up $1 million policy. Every time one of us killed one of us in the hood, your people got $1 million policy. Guess what would happen? That would change the game. But guess what? What if you also had a trust set up that said, if I die, the $1 million don't just go to my people. Guess what? It goes to the market. Oh, let's just go a little further, Jose. Let's just go a little further, Jose. What if we in the hood collectively learned how to invest? Watch this, because it's hard for us to get in private equity. It's hard for us to get funding, right? But you don't need private equity. You don't need funding when you got the market. So what happens when you learn how to do what? Invest and trade. What happens when you do the same thing I did with this building? Guess what? Y'all a gang? Guess what? Y'all suwoo? Guess what? Y'all all the other stuff. Guess what? What if the whole gang stopped terrorizing other gangs? What if the gang said, hey, check this out, yo. Instead of us going to terrorize the community, what if we all learn how to trade and we start buying all the bandos in the community? What if we start buying the bandos in the community, and what if we start creating our own affordable housing? Because guess what? Everybody in the gang ain't stupid. Some of the dudes in the gang only in the gang because they won't belong. Don't get me wrong, you got something that's real gangster, but bro, I can promise you like 70% of the dudes in the gang really just in it because you want to belong. So guess what? Hey, you need to go learn how to do real estate because we about to take this money over here and we about to buy these bandos because guess what? They cheap.
Yeah.
They cheap. In some communities in the hood, bro, they like 6 and 7 bandos lined up together. And I'm not saying nothing that's preposterous. This simple here. Bro, listen, I'm 42 years old, bro. I lived in the hood a long time in my life. I've never seen a hood corner store owned by a black person. Guess what? I'm gonna go even further, bro. I ain't never seen the gas stations owned by the black person. It can't be that hard to get them. But guess what? We take all our resources and put them on going against each other. We take all our resources and focus on going well. Oh, guess what? You know one of the biggest downfalls of Black Wall Street, bro? After they burned it down and built it back up, guess what they said? Hey, they doing that too easy. That's what they said. Hey, y'all can come shop over here. So guess what? Instead of that dollar moving around 8 times, 13 times, guess what it did? Twice. And guess where it went? The other side of town. It went to the other side of town. It went to the other side of town. So what happens now when you say, hey, this corner store now is owned by us? Guess what? There's nursery owned by us. That gas station owned by us. Guess what? The supermarket. Guess what? We ain't got swag. I mean, I'm about to say swag, man. We ain't got Walmart prices. We ain't got Target prices. We may be a little bit more, but guess what? It's owned by us. Guess what? That dry cleaner owned by us. That storage company owned by us. Guess what? The nail salon, the feet salon, owned by us. You want to get attention? You want to really make America wake up? We start doing that. We start doing that. You will see a big old shift. Because then what's going to happen is this, watch this. The younger generation that's coming up starts saying, oh, I can own a laundromat. Oh, guess what? That accounting firm is owned by us. That library, owned by us. So now when you start incrementally pest control, owned by everything we need is in the specific area, those bandos and those, hey, you tear them down. Okay, look, the young boys need help. Guess what? Guess why they into all the stuff they don't want to do? Because they ain't got none of that. When I came up, we had football. Guess what? Hey, we got this, we teaching them computers. We ain't no such thing as I'm not good at math. Guess what? You are good at math. Guess why? Because we're gonna take the time and teach you and show you how to be good at math. You wanna shoot content? We're gonna show you how to shoot content. You wanna take pictures, photography? We're gonna show you. You wanna do cinema? We're gonna show you. Owned by us. It's too much division. It's too much hatred. It's too much disliking. It's too much beef. What you like him for? I don't know. I just don't like. It's something about him. Owned by us. And then, guess what? When they come try to put the liquor store up, guess what we say? Hey, not over here. When they try to put the check cash in place, I guess what we say? Hey, not over here. You can't put that liquor store up right here. You can't put that check cash and payday loan. You can't put that up right here. Chase Bank, if you're gonna put that bank right here, it gotta be beneficial to us. Guess what? We'll figure out a way to do what? Have a what? Back what? Financial institution. Guess what we had one time? We had one called a Freedmen's Bank. And guess what happened? Once they realized how much money was in there, this was the black barbers, this was the black lawyers, this was the black doctors, this was the black maids, this was the black partitions, this was the black women that did hair. Guess what happened? They was all putting their money in the bank. And guess what happened? White America said, hey, how they get all that money? And guess what they did? Slowly but surely started taking the money out. Then they realized, guess what? The bank was broke. Guess what they tried to do? They tried to get Frederick Douglass to put money in the bank. And Frederick Douglass said, by the time I realized that the bank was a skeleton, I realized I was too late to help him. Go look up the Freedmen's Bank. Go look up the Freedmen's Bank. Go look up the Freedmen's Bank. Every time, y'all. Y'all saying, yeah, man, the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl was a cultural movement. Okay, let's start moving then. Let's start moving then. You broke down all the symbols. Bet. You caught it all. Bet. Let's start moving. Let's stop arguing about what it represents and let's start being what it represents. If it was that cultural, it was a movement. If it was that dope, it was that's it. If it was that prominent, y'all, it's a cultural movement. It's a statement. Cool. Let's stop arguing about it and let's start moving in the movement. Right? Let's start moving that way. Let's not let it be a one-off. Let's not let it be a one-off. right? Let it be something that motivated you. You really about to do it? Right? If we saying that Super Bowl halftime show was that powerful, cool, I'm with it. What's next though? What's next though? What happens next? Because what happens is movements are supposed to inspire you to be great. We get something that phenomenal. You read, you saw all the signs and all the symbolism. What did it trigger in you? What did it ignite in you outside of you being on Instagram arguing with somebody every day about this one over their head, that one over their head? What do you do next? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. How do we keep it going? We got so much potential. We got so much access. But we waste so much time. We waste so much time. We waste so much time. My bad, Jose. My bad, Jose. My bad, Jose.
Hey, look.
My bad, cuz.
I needed it. If nobody else want to
My
say
bad,
in the
cuz.
chat that they needed it, that's cool. I said by myself, I needed that trap of the week.
Trap of the Sarah, shout out to Sarah. Sarah sent us in a rabbit hole. Sarah sent us on a rabbit hole.
131. Yeah.
Sarah sent us down a rabbit hole.
Man.
We love Sarah. All right, let's go recession portfolio. God dang. Shit. Every week, man. Let's get into it, man. All right. So we get into the recession portfolio, man. This AMAT play was doing so well, and it done turned the corner on us. Still not bad, but we all right. All right, so we're in an AMAT play, ANET plays, a little bit. App loving, crazy. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
You sent them the wrong screenshot?
I think I did. Either that or we pulled the wrong one. Let me see something. I don't think that's right. That ain't right. You know why I know that ain't right? All right. Benton, do me a favor. Come check this out right quick. Let me show you something. I think, yeah, we got the wrong one up there.
We gotta show the people the money.
Yeah, we got the wrong one up there. We might got the wrong 3 up there. So go match it with this right here. I know he sent it, you hear me? Match it with them numbers right there. Yep. I think we probably got it mixed up. Yeah. I can, yeah. Hey, somebody got it. Big Drill said that app loving should be 6 figures. That's the that's the one that caught my attention too. That thing said 20 grand. I said, that thing supposed to say like 150. Hey, that's the one that caught my eye. I was like, wait, hold up. That thing would have said $150 on there.
Something don't feel right.
Give us a second, y'all. We get it checked on, you heard me? How they feeling in the chat, Jose?
Look, the history session. I don't even want to separate the history lesson that we had, the history session that we had. I think it really was powerful. People were sustaining in this. Everybody like, clip it up, Jose, clip it up. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, that was good. I mean, like I said, if any time that even Sean could get some new things out of it, I'm with it. You know?
I keep forgetting that Sean is 21 years old. So let's do this while we wait on that. Let's just go to Trappin Hotline while we find that. Let's go to Trappin Hotline while we find that. We got to show the people the money.
Hey, Trap, what it do? It's your boy Malik. Thank you, Jose, for taking my question. You said for every investment we make, you should have a time horizon on it. And by doing so, we'll know how much cash flow we can expect the company to make. What do you mean by that exactly? I wonder if you could break it down for me a little bit more. Thank you. Hey, Trap, what it do? It's your boy Malik. Thank you, Jose, for taking my question. You said for every investment we make, we should have a time horizon on it. And by doing so, we'll know how much cash flow we can expect the company to make. What do you mean by that exactly? I wonder if you could break it down for me a little bit more. Thank you.
I can't get the first word that he says. Every investment should have a time horizon. Time horizon? Okay. So for time, that ain't that Malik, y'all. What Malik said. So what we mean by time horizon is, yep, that's it. All right, so wait till after we do the Trappin hotline. All right, so what we mean by time horizon is you should have how long you want to be in this investment. And the reason why you should have that is because it'll give you a projection on what to expect from it based on, good job, based on performance. So if you understand a performance, you have an idea of what it can produce, not from a perspective of how the stock gonna perform. That's not what you're looking at. When I say what it can produce, meaning you should have an idea of, based on this time horizon, earnings should grow on average of this. Revenue should grow on average of this. They should increase the dividend by this much. And if you understand that much, and if the stock can still grow revenue at a certain rate, if it can still grow earnings at a certain rate, if it can still increase dividends at a certain rate, then the market should reward it. And when you have a time horizon on it, it allows you to see that, not stock performance, but the company should be able to produce at that rate. When you see earnings, when you see them talk about it, if the company can produce at that rate, the market basically should reward it. Great question, my guy. Let's go to the next one.
Good morning, Trap. My name is Latricia. I wanted to know, what did you think about me getting a financial advisor with me just starting off with investment? I know a lot of your videos, you say do not get a financial advisor, but I just don't want to end up losing my money trying to start off investing by myself. I am taking your courses, so I pray that I get more confidence in what I'm doing and I will be able to start. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Have a good day. Good morning, Trap. My name is Latricia. I wanted to know, what did you think about me getting a financial advisor with me just starting off with investment? I know a lot of your videos, you say do not get a financial advisor, but I just don't want to end up losing my money trying to start off investing by myself. I am taking your courses, so I pray that I get more confidence in what I'm doing and I will be able to start. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm not gonna lie, she remind me of like my cool auntie. She remind me of the cool auntie. You feel me? So all financial advisors aren't created the same. You're in the Patreon, you're listening to this, you're taking the courses. I think that's a good start. I can't tell you no, don't get a financial advisor, because I don't want to tell you that. Am I off mute? Yeah. I don't want to tell you no, but I would ask you, what what are you, what would you be going to a financial advisor for? The fear should never be of losing money, because with most financial advisors and investing, 80% of them are going to lose you some money. And that's just based on return. You're going to underperform the market, and then by the time you pay fees, by the time you pay taxes, you're going to lose out on money. I think right now you're just a little nervous behind the market, and that's okay. That's a known feeling. The great thing is you're in a group, you're in a community, you watch Trappin Tuesday. I think you'll get acclimated to it. What I will say is, let's say you had $1,000 to invest, right? The goal for me to you would be not to invest the whole 1,000. The goal, and options is out the question right now, why you feel the way you feel, right? I don't even want you to even think about options until you get more confidence. So I think right now the biggest thing for you is finding one great company or like one good ETF. Like, you know what I'm saying, or two just solid companies, not gambles, not I think, like two companies that you really just understand how they make money, you understand how they moving. Even if you just bought the VOO, right? If you just bought the VOO, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? If you just bought VOO, you say, you know what, Trap? Until I get this game how I want, once a month, I'm going to just buy the VOO. I think that will help you. And then you say, you know what, now I'm going to buy the QQQ. So you bought the whole market index, and then you bought technology. Or you say, I'm going to buy VOO, and then I'm going to buy XLF, which is the financial industry, right? I would rather you do that first and then get into individual stocks later. Definitely try to come, if you can, be a part of Trappers Anonymous, because you really, really, really will learn the fundamentals. You'll get in our class every Sunday. You'll learn how to break down stocks. All of those things are essential to you, not just making money, but winning in this game. And for us, that's the most important thing. So, yep, that's what I got for you, Queen. I hope you like it. Let's go.
What makes companies like GameStop stay on the market for so long? Like, how does a company that's not making any money, no one's going there to go buy a game anymore. They probably buy it on the console, PlayStation, Xbox, on their computer. How does that company stay on the stock market for 10 years and they haven't been doing anything? They ain't did nothing since I was in high school, probably. So let me know how that worked, because it don't make any sense to me. So appreciate it.
My dog came in hot.
He came out the gate. No what up, Trap, no nothing. Hey, I don't stop. I just down there. He pissed off. You hear me? He pissed off that they still on the market. You hear me? So GameStop did something that was real dope. And people don't know this. What they did that was really, really dope, it was real brilliant, right? During the pandemic, when the GameStop had the run that it had, the company started selling shares. And when they started selling shares, guess what they started doing? Paying down the debt. You got to think about it. The stock was $8, $14, $10. It went up to $400. Once it went up to $400, guess what? They started selling millions of shares. The stock went down. They paid off some debt. Stock ran up again. Guess what they did when it ran up again? They bought some more shares. They sold some more shares. that allowed them to pay down all that debt. If I'm thinking about it right now, if GameStop don't have no debt, they have little debt, right? So the owners did something that was really smart. They sold shares to pay off debt so they can then reinvest it into the business. So now GameStop is not just a company that's selling games. We know that's dead. But now they ventured off into other different businesses. Now, the only way they get it put off the market is if they get delisted. They get delisted when the stock hits a certain price that's under a certain valuation. Now the stock can't be on the market no more. But it didn't get delisted because the stock is staying above a certain time of debt. Yeah, like somebody said, they have zero debt. Yep, they have zero debt right now, right? But if you go look prior to the pandemic, you will see they had a boatload of debt. But when the stock goes from $8 to $400, and it's equivalent to the company, you know how a company buy back shares to take shares off the market? Well, the CEOs started selling shares, cashing out, getting rid of that debt, which is what a company's supposed to do. Because if you don't have debt, guess what? You can still fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? You can still navigate. You can still have hope. And so they've pivoted the business a little bit to doing some other things. I think they're doing some Web3 stuff. I think they're doing some AI stuff. They got a lot going on. They're reinventing the business over there, and I'm not mad at it. But that's how they didn't get delisted. They didn't get off the market because when that stock ran from 8 to freaking 400, shoot, them CEOs was selling them shares. They're not making no money. They are making money. I would have to go look at the thing. They have some type of, let me see. Let me look this up right quick. I'll help you out right quick. I'll give you a second right quick. I'll give you an idea right now. This in real time.
The real time numbers is something different.
Yep, this is in real time. All right. GameStop today released financial results for the full quarter and fiscal year ending in February 3. Net sales were $1.7 million in the fourth quarter compared to $2.66 billion in the previous year's fourth quarter. Selling, general, and administration expenses was $352 million, or 20% of net sales. The full quarter compared to $453 million, or 20% of net sales. Net income, which means the income after they paid off everything, was $63.1 million for the fourth quarter, compared to a net income of $48.2 million to the previous year fourth quarter, which means the year before that, they had $48.2 million. Last year in the fourth quarter, they had $63.1 million, which means that was an increase. So they made more money last year than the year before, right? Cash and cash equivalents, they got $1.1 billion. So that means cash and cash equivalents, they got $1.9 billion in cash just sitting. So not only did they increase sales, they increasing their income, but they're sitting on $1.1 billion in cash. The long-term debt remains low interest and unsecured. So there you go. Net sales of $5.2 billion. That mean they bring in $5.2 billion, right? So I mean, that's without even really getting into it. There you go, right up, right? So now the profit margin may not be high, but they don't have debt and they making bread. You feel me? That's how they stay on the market. They have low debt, right? They have low debt. Again, they paid off the debt. So with low debt, so So if I don't have, watch this. If I have a lot of debt and I'm making 53 million, guess what? I'm not making no money because all my money got to go to paying off the debt, right? But if I don't have no debt and I make 53 million in net income, now you remember net income is after you paid everything off. So I make $53 million in this quarter after I've paid everything off. I got $53 million, right? Now guess what? Not only that, they said, look, cash and cash equivalent, 4.2 billion in the cash. No, it's two different things. So it's two different things right here. So right here. So in cash and cash equivalents is two completely different things. Okay, so let's just make sure we understand that. And I'm looking at this where it says 1.19 billion to close the quarter in cash and cash equivalents and marketable securities. That is a completely different thing from in cash. Okay? It's two different things. Right? Just like free cash flows, completely different thing from net income.
You teach
right?
today.
So it's two different things we talking about here. All right, it's two different things we talking about right here. Right? So again, 1.19 billion in cash and cash equivalents and marketable securities. Okay? Again, long-term debt remains limited, means you ain't even got no long-term debt. So that means you ain't got short-term debt, which mean it's due in less than 12 months. Not a big deal. I'm not telling you to go out and invest in it, right? But if you want to know why they stand on the market, that's the reason. Again, if I ain't got no debt and I bring in $10, it's $10 in profit. After I pay everything off and my net income is, so watch this. If I don't have no debt, I bring in $100, but my net income is $60. That means after I paid everything off, I got $60. Guess what? That's $60 in the treasure chest. You feel me? Nah, that's why they're not off the market yet. Let me see something right quick. While we talking about that, let me see something right quick.
He said when that boy pulled that phone out.
Watch I be a meme in that Patreon. They get on my damn nerves.
When he pulled that phone out, crazy.
Look at it. So think about this. Watch this. Here's the crazy part. Year to date, watch this. Year to date, the stock is down 15%. But in 1 year, the stock is up 92%. In 5 years, the stock is up 2,500%. Right? So that tells us that, let me see something. So watch this. Before the pandemic, bro, the stock was $4.14.
Sheesh.
Watch this.
Holding on for dear life.
Let's go even further. Watch this.
Shout out to the 5,000 in the chat.
Watch this. 5,000. Hey, come on. 5,000 in the chat, y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all. Watch this. Let's go a little further. In 2019, the stock was $2.93.
Dang.
2019. This right before the pandemic. This February. Let me see one more thing.
Oh, y'all getting all the phone access. They like, yo, where is you pulling this from?
Y'all know I know where to go.
You gonna tell your secret?
Nah. Watch this. So we said something already. What did we say? We said in 2019, the stock was how much? $2.80-something. January 28, 2021, $483. This is why old boy walked away with 50, he turned 50,000 into 50 million. Because he owned it at $2. Yeah.
Crazy.
He was in at 2.
Dumb money.
When it went from 2 to 10, he was like, oh, that's crazy. When it went from 10 to 40, his wife said, get out. He said, never. She said, we all in there. I think he took profit at like 200. Took some. So watch this. As a company, hear me though. This is what we get good at. As a company, watch this. As a company, if your stock $2 and you got 50 million in debt, yo, 100 million in debt, you like, bro, we out of here. But once it go to $400, you like, hey, I'm selling. And it hit 100, they say, hey, sell something. Guess what they did? Paid off debt. They're like, we don't know how long it's gonna last. It went to 200. Hey, guess what? Sell something, pay off that debt. It went to 300. Sell something, pay off that debt. It go to 400. You like, yo, we can clear the books and pocket some. We don't care what happened at this point. That's how you stay in business. Then they did a stock split. Can't forget about the stock split. So what that did, that mean they put, guess what, they were smart. Guess what they did? They did the stock split to put more shares on the market. Guess what? So y'all can buy some. Oh, it's a hustle. They sold it, got off the debt, split the stock so more people could buy it so we can make more money. This is why I keep saying, bro, the stock market, watch this, bro. It's real talk. I promise you. I promise. The stock market is the easy way to make 100,000, 1 million, and 1 billion. The stock market is the easiest way to make 100,000, 1 million, and 1 billion. Somebody said I know a drug dealer when I see one. That's the game, fam. Bro, we didn't get into none of the goddamn shit.
9:33. Sarah started it off. A millionaire in her adolescence.
Damn. All right, let's get to the recession portfolio.
I think we got one more.
Oh, we got one more? Let's go. Damn. My bad, y'all.
Hey, Trap. So, quick question. Can you get up and go get the whiteboard? Yes, I am asking for a whiteboard moment, but it does not have to be today, okay? It can be whatever Tuesday you decide. But can you show an example of rolling down the option play? So I have the course. I watched that particular segment in the course 1,000,001 times, and I feel like I get it, but because I'm a visual learner and I didn't see it, I think I might be missing something, and can't nobody teach me how to do stocks like you can. So it would be amazing if you could give us an example of that. And then the second thing is, who can I talk to on a team about actually coming up or creating a Wall Street Trapper journal for options? I wrote down a few concepts, a few layouts for the journal, and I also incorporated things that's directly from the course into the journal, and also how to apply different parts of the formula and when to apply it. And yeah, so basically I wrote down a vision and I made it plain. So I need for this to actually come to life as well. So thank you in advance for doing the whiteboard moment. And next time you're in 757, pull up. All right, bye.
Bruh, they not playing today.
First of all, bro, black women know how to get you to do what the hell they want you to do, bro.
Because you look like you was about to get up.
I had to contemplate. Sitting my ass back down. I said, sit your ass down.
Bruh.
You hear me? Black women know how to get you to do the thing that they need. Because listen, nobody can teach me how to do this better than you, Trap. Immediately, I want to get up and show you why you...
They said good stuff. She said, hey, we got the journal. We need the options journal.
Bro, black women, bro, the world, we are not worthy of y'all. I just want y'all to know that. We are not worthy. All right, so what I'm going to do for you, Queen, is next week, Jose, next week, we'll do a whiteboard moment on rolling down an option play.
Bet.
All right? We'll do that. Next week, what's 757? What that is?
That's VA.
But it's Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Queen, next week, we'll do a whiteboard moment of what it looks like to roll down an option play. I'll let you talk to Jose, but so here's what I want to do.
I actually had a meeting with, he was like, dog, this is what he do for a living.
So I got like 6 things to do with the journal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the time right now because we got so much other stuff on the list right now.
Yep.
I gotta get this building running, dog. Yep. But yes, Queen, I don't mind you sharing your ideas. All right, we definitely want to put the journal out. I got 6 things that I want to do on the journal for sure, but we don't mind doing that. Don't nobody else call him making no demands on me to do either. You know what I mean? It's my goddamn show.
She was sweet and forceful at
Bro,
the
I'm
same
telling you,
time.
black women, bro.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
black women know how to get you to do the thing that they need you to do. This is why I know Michelle Obama literally ran the country, and it wasn't Barack, dog.
Yeah.
He was just the voice.
Yeah.
100%.
And she gave you an out, though. She was like, I need you to do a whiteboard. You don't got to do it right now.
Listen.
But you going to do
It's
it.
so subtle. Because
do it.
I'm a visual learner. I've been through the course. I get it. I think I got it. But nobody can't teach me like you, Trap. Nobody. So I don't even want to learn from nobody else. Right? That puts me in such a perplexing place. You know what I'm saying? I know Michelle Obama ran the White House, dog. I know she the one, bro, because black women just know how to finesse us. They just know how to do it. We ain't really got no control, fellas. We don't. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. But I got you, Queen. We'll do it next week for sure. Let's go. What's the next on the list?
I got Nick and Steve working on a graphic as we speak.
For what?
For the rolling down the option play whiteboard. We on it.
All right, so here we go. Let's get into recession portfolio. All right, there we go. AMAT. It just went down on us, y'all. I don't know. It was doing good. It was rocking. I knew someone right because George ain't open the door for me no more. You hear me? All right, George ain't open the door for me today. But ANAT, they gonna bounce back though. We good. App Loving went crazy. AVGO stood up on the 210 call. The 250 call. Cheesy Brit said, man, we don't, bro. My wife be on me. Somebody say, nah, Barack was that guy. He was on Front Street. On Front Street. I know for sure Michelle was like, hey, bomb that shit. I know for sure Michelle was like, hey, bomb it. Hit the button. You know how I know she was on that shit? Because she didn't even show to the inauguration.
She stood on all types of business.
Hey, we don't mess with them. You go be, I can see it in the house right now. You go be political all you want. I ain't in the office no more. I ain't going.
That was the conversation.
That's the conversation. You go be like, political all you want. I ain't in office. I ain't the first lady no more. I ain't going. Bruh.
Man. Oh, you preaching on this.
You know Barack like Michelle.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Michelle. Barack like, by myself? You really gonna do me that?
I forgot about that too.
You know he don't like us. I'm not going. I don't like them people. I ain't going. Once she's stuck like her, you can't convince her. Yeah. So now, he like, all right, I'm gonna go show face.
I gotta go show face.
I gotta go show face.
You gotta be presidential.
I gotta go show face.
Yeah.
I am. And look, he walk out the door like, Michelle, you ready? Go on, Barack. Go on with your friends. You and Donald have a good time. Bruh, that's crazy.
Did y'all have fun at y'all little night?
You and Barack, you and Donald have a good time. Bruh. Michelle, go on, Barack. Damn, cuz. I'm telling you, you know, bruh. I ain't going. You and Donald have a good time. And don't tell him I said hi either. Don't say nothing for me because I ain't there. Listen, she letting it be known she want no parts. None.
You
Come
on
on, man.
one right now.
Come on,
I ain't
man.
gonna go too deep.
Come
You
on.
on one right now. You on one right now. You on one right
And don't tell him
now.
I said nothing. I
don't even know if she's still watching the show right now.
She's still on business, bro. Listen. Y'all thought. Anyway, all right, so Costco, we good. CrowdStrike, good. GEV, remember the Patreon and not in the GEV play. This is a play I tried a different little strategy on it, so I didn't put them in there. Let's go a little further. Yep, Crowd, killing it. Yep, so Goldman Sachs. I still don't think that's the right one. Let me see something. Yep, that still ain't the right one. All right, so watch this. So Goldman Sachs, I'm up 24,000. We did 2,000 today. Yep, that's it right there. There we go. That's it. This the play we put in last week, the September 19th. We put that play in last week. Shout to my guy, Ozell. Ozell, when I put that play in, Ozell said in a group, I remember him saying this in the Patreon, he said, this play, and I can't say the name of it, he said, this one of them ones. He said, Trap, the Goldman Sachs play, the Goldman Sachs play to me is probably the best play we ever had. I don't agree with that, Ozell. I think the AVGO play that we got 700% on, we had to double down on it. I think the CrowdStrike play before, the 12 NVIDIA plays we done went crazy on, the Eli Lilly plays we done, Ozell, why would you do that? But I get it. Out of all of those plays, I will say this, the Goldman Sachs play, every time we drop them in, they take off. They never pull back. I will say that. Some of the other plays, they pulled back. We had to wait on them. Then they turned up. These Goldman Sachs plays took off out the gate. So I see why he said it. He said, I ain't gonna lie, boy, you did your one with this Goldman Sachs play. And I kind of understood why. The next play, though, he said, ooh, he said, dang, Trap, you in the same industry with this one. He said, hey, y'all, this one of them ones right here, you heard me? So, shout out to Ozell, man. So this the play we put in last week. It's actually up right now 42%. So that's not bad. We've been in a week up 42%. Not bad. Meta. Again, on these meta plays, we 95% out of all of them. So we got 5% of them left in each one. And they killing it. Today was Meta's first day down in 20 days. I might be on to something for that. Netflix, still doing pretty good in those. Again, we out of 95% of those as well. Let me see. I'm lying. This first one is up 372%. The next one is the 940 call. We up 50%. All right, so let's go a little further. So this should be, ServiceNow. So ServiceNow call kind of giving us hell, but we got time on both of them. We down 9 and down 60 on that, so not bad. NVIDIA, the 130 call good. We slowly but surely chopping down the 150 call. Slowly but surely chopping that down. We was down 240,000. So we slowly but surely chopping that down. SMH March call, I think I'm down. You know, that's the play that it redid for me on its own, not on me, but it's down like 19%. Tesla just taking my damn money. Elon don't know what the hell he doing. He don't know if he want to be a government official. He don't know what the hell he doing. And he doing everything but Tesla. This nigga doing everything but this nigga counting pennies.
Work.
This nigga counting pennies, Social Security.
Hanging out in the Oval Office.
Hanging out in the Oval Office. He's doing everything but freaking running cars. This nigga doing everything but building cars and shipping cars out, bro. Bro, go ship some cars, bro. Damn, bro. Go ship some cars, bro. God damn. This nigga ain't shipped a car since January, nigga. Bruh, go sell some cars, bro. Damn. Build a factory or something, bro. Shit. This nigga not selling cars, bro. He tripping right now, bro. God damn, bro. Bruh. What is he thought? Bruh. This nigga everything. This nigga create a whole AI bot. Bro, that don't got nothing to do with the car. Go sell some cars, bro. I think he done gave up on the cars.
You think this is a setup for him to run?
For president? I don't think he won't be president.
I don't know.
I don't think he won't be president. I think this is like what he won't be. Cause he can do from the, he don't gotta be he don't gotta take the heat for nothing. But then you never know, bro. These dudes are, bro, go sell some cars, bro. Like, real talk, dog. Like, bro, go sell some cars, bro. Like, why are you not selling cars, bro? Why are you creating AI bots and counting pennies and bringing your son to the Oval Office? I get it, bro. Like, go sell some cars, bro. Go sell some Tesla trucks, bro. For real, bro. Like, Jesus. And then we got the XLK play, finally turned a little green. All right, let's go a little bit further. All right, so now we in Freedom Index. Again, Costco doing, the market is up 4.5%. We up 9%, which means we did what? Double the market. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Costco is up. Goldman Sachs up. Meta play up. NVIDIA doing better. Here's the 2 plays we added. So I added 1 play today, and I added 1 play last week. That play is up. The one I added last week, we'll talk about it right quick. It's up 6%, and the one I added today is up 1%. And I added the one today at like 3 o'clock. So I got 1% after we put it up, you dig? So that ain't bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far in the Freedom Index, I'm in 6 plays. Remember, the most I can be in, I'll be in is 12. 10 to 12 is my max in the recession portfolio. So, I mean, in Freedom Index, the most plays I'll be in is 12. The most I'll be in is 12. So we're in 6 plays. We have today in February. I don't want to get too into it. I know somewhere around like July, August, I'll probably be maxed out. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Probably got that number. All right, let's go. So what I want to do is, let's go to the VOO slide, where we talk about the VOO. All right, so today something interesting happened. How y'all feel, man? I'm only gonna do a couple more minutes, man, because y'all let me get out of pocket. Jose let me get out of pocket. Ain't nobody slow me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all down bad, right? Now I'm sitting on 15 slides that I can't go on.
Steve at home punching the air.
Steve at home pissed off because I sent them slides at 5:45. Like, hey, I need this one, cuz. Yeah. Hey, I need this one, cuz. You hear me? He like, all right, I got you. Then I'm gonna hit him with next week with another 30 more. Damn.
Steve.
Steve know I love him, bro. Damn. All right, so this was interesting though. So VOO becomes the top ETF in the game, taking the throne from SPY. So most people know about SPY, and most people know about VOO. You know, I use VOO as my what? Savings account. All right, well, today what happened was VOO hit like a hit a milestone today. I think altogether now is It's the top ETF. It had 11 trillion. So the ETF industry is the $11 trillion industry. VOO today hit 632 billion in assets with 23 billion in 2025. Now, SPY for the longest, since its inception, has been the #1 fund. So VOO, SPY, so the difference is VOO is by Vanguard. VOO is by Vanguard, and so SPY Spider is by Spider, which is by State Street. So it actually took it over. And so, remember, I know my dog Ian always talk about VTI. That's another Vanguard. Anything that starts with a V is Vanguard. VTI is the world index. So it covers the whole world, right? Stocks all over the world. The VOO is just the S&P 500. And so my only thing with Ian when he says that is that, even though I know, that's my guy, I got number love for Ian, when you buy VOO and you buy VTI, 80% of it is the same, right? So you buying all the S&P 500 with VOO, and then with VTI, you buying all the S&P 500, and then you're also buying emerging markets as well. Well, I would say if you're going to buy VOO or VTI, switch it. Go with one without the other. Don't do them the same. But, you know, I ain't mad at it. Like, I talked to Ian a long time ago, and I know why he did. He said, bro, because most people just won't research. So I get it. So for me, is if you're going to own VOO, own like VUG. That way you get and you get a growth ETF from Vanguard. If you're going to own VTI, own VTG, VUG, so you can swap them out. But I totally have nothing against my dog. Got number love for Ian, for sure. VTI is a power play. VOO is a power play. The difference is VTI going to give you more access to the world, but you still going to have all the S&P stocks as well. So I will go, if I go VTI, I go VUG, or VTV. You go either value or you go growth, right? So as you can see, value, VTV, or growth, VUG. You can mix one of those with VOO or VTI. I'm not mad at you, but I just wouldn't go VOO and VTI, right? I go either or. But for me, I've used VOO as my savings accounts forever. Maybe since 2017, I've used it as a savings account. And again, I have nothing against my dog Ian, man. Good dude. We always speak. We always text each other. Make sure we all good. So let's just make sure we put that out there. Trap don't got nothing against Ian, y'all. Nothing. But I wanted to put that out there. Let's go to... Let's go to Coca-Cola. Let's go to Coca-Cola. All right, Coke said ain't nothing sweet over here. So, Jose, this was interesting. So I always go to this, so I go to this spot, I go do cold plunge, and then I do the sauna after, right? But inside of that, they have this thing called Olipop, right? So Olipop is a new type of soda that has a prebiotic in it. It doesn't have sugar, no calories, it's like healthy for you, right? So I actually was like, yo, I need to find out. Here's the crazy part about it, right? I actually was saying to myself, like, hey, I got to find out who these people is because I want to invest in them because they're still a private company. They raised $50 million and wound up getting a $1-point-something billion evaluation. I know for a fact, it's crazy. I said it like a couple months ago when I drank. I said, well, this is good because it's not a soda. It's a soda without the...
But it give you a soda feel?
It give you the soda feel. It's made with, huh? It's what?
She said effervescent.
Man, I don't know what that word means, LaShawn. Some damn effervescent. I can't even spell that. I can't spell that.
That's why I drink sparkling water.
So with it, but no, this is better than sparkling water, dog. So what it does is, though, it don't have the high fructose corn syrup in it. It has none of that. What the one from Olipop don't. So, bro, every time I go, I be like, yo, let me get one. Like, and it's really good, bro. I'm like, oh, this, I literally said, when we open this up, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have cases of this in here. It's a healthy drink. Bro, it tastes freaking good, bro, and it's not bad for you. And so, here go Coca-Cola. They always want to try to do something, bro. So, Coca-Cola takes on Olipop and Poppy with a new prebiotic soda called Simply Pop. While soda consumption has fallen over the last 2 decades, the popularity of prebiotic sodas have skyrocketed as consumers look for a healthy option. Simply Pop's first production lineup leans fruity and in a nod of Coke Simply. So what it will also have in it, Jose, is the Simply Pop will have no added sugar. So whatever sugar they got, there was no added sugar. It will have 25 to 30% of real juice inside it and 6 grams of prebiotic, which is double what the Poppy would have, but less than what Olipop has. Olipop is really freaking good, bro. So also, they're gonna drop mango. So they're gonna drop Coke will drop it later this month. They're gonna drop mango, pineapple, strawberry, and fruit punch, and citrus punch.
I ain't mad at them because the 2 drinks that I was drinking before this fast was kombucha.
Who?
Kombucha. It's the prebiotics. That's all it is.
Nah, that's the vegetable juice, dog.
That's on fire, bro. And sparkling water.
Look,
and
man,
you
that
try to
stuff
get on
look
me about sparkling
disgusting
water.
in the jars.
Sparkling water make you think it tastes like you drink a healthy Sprite.
No, it don't, Jose.
You know what I'm saying?
Who told you that?
Me.
Man, I'm about to flush Jose, man. Where Jose at? Flush Jose, man. Flush Jose. Flush. It never fails, bro. Jose, you getting flushed, dog. Hey, that man said,
it tastes like healthy Sprite.
Healthy Sprite. Nah, flush.
See, some people like, yo, that kombucha is off the chain.
Nah, we good. Nah, we got.
But nah, real talk, it's smart though if you think about it because it keeping people, or they're gonna take away out the diet soda sector.
My toilet's still running, dog.
That's why the water bill like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so yeah, man. I like the Olipop, bro. I don't. First of all, Jose, not healthy Sprite, bro. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Anyway, so, but here's what I will say. Why I don't think Coca-Cola is gonna win this, and I'll be real with you. The reason why I don't think Coca-Cola is gonna win is because this new generation, the new era, don't trust Coca-Cola. They don't rock with Coca-Cola. Young people don't drink Cokes, right? My mama drink Cokes, all right? But the younger people don't drink Coke. So because the younger generation don't drink Coke, they not gonna go there. But they know about Olipop. They know about Poppy. That's the brands that they trust. I'm not mad at them, Jose. I like this. I like this. Also, watch this, Jose. The dude, Mr. Beast, the person that won the 10 million, only gonna get 5 million. And so some people saying only. I'm like, bro, when you ain't had no money and you get 5 million, bro, that's a win.
Wait, what happened? What I mean?
So you know, dude, Mr. Beast had Mr. Beast games.
Yeah.
On Amazon. Yeah. The winner got 10 million.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But after paying tax, they only got 5. I'm like, bro, that's 5 you ain't had before you went.
Right.
So ain't no such thing as only.
Right. I don't know why people we gonna pay taxes for everything. Why do people keep throwing that in?
Is what it is. All right, let's go to, and then we'll end it with a couple of these. Let's go to the wealth one with the video and the slides. That's important for us to see. Yep. No, not saving the next one. Yep, the road to wealth. So I found this and I thought this was real cool, y'all. And we're gonna run 2 more, then we'll let y'all go. Y'all been here for 3 hours. All right, so watch this. This is not a comparison saying richer or poor. This saying how each class sees how to build wealth. That's how I looked at it when I saw it. I didn't look at it as the richer or the poor, this. I look at it as this is how different people view how to build wealth, right? And You feel what I'm saying?
That's real right there.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Because what happens is, I remember coming up, like when I came home, I remember, you know, like people thinking that real estate. When I was in prison, I was the only person like watching the market. Everybody else was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and real estate books. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was reading. So just from this study, it shows that the top 1% of households by wealth allocation, 61% of their assets are in equities. And this was an old graph from 2019, and it says the bottom 50% of households allocate 4% of their asset in equities. So it was just saying the top percent is equities at 61%, cash at 12%, real estate at 11%, debt at 3%, right? And then it said the bottom 1%, which was $7 trillion, 55% cash, pension, 1% debt, durable goods, other. Equities only represented 4%. Do you believe that, Jose?
I ain't even hit on that part because I was looking at hitting the guys in the back. Say that one more part.
So it's saying that the bottom half of the wealthy, so the bottom 50% portfolio, so it's saying the top 1% and the bottom 50%.
Yeah.
It's saying the top 1% have most of their wealth in 61% in equity, 12% cash, 11% real estate, while the bottom 50% has 55% in real estate, and then the next thing is their pension.
Yeah. Nah, that makes nothing but sense, bro.
Now, the crazy part about this is the real estate, watch this, is it just home ownership or is it investing?
I would say
that would probably be the
ownership.
caveat, Jose.
I would say more home ownership, but
right, because remember even my guy Dr. John O'Brien said the number one way to build wealth is through real estate. I'm not mad at people for saying that. I think there's different ways to get to the end result. But when we look at the bottom 50% of households, the bottom 50%, when it says 55% is in real estate, doesn't mean, and it doesn't stipulate whether it's investing or actually just home ownership. Well, we know for a fact if you got equities, that's real estate. And here's why I say, that's stocks. Here's why I say that. Because it says 55% real estate and then 10% pension.
So what I'm noticing also is it looks like they have a higher debt, but what are durables?
Durable goods, it could be anything.
Oh, okay. But I was just looking at that they have a higher debt, but it's good debt.
Who has a higher debt?
As far as
the top 1%, of course, because it could be so much.
No, that's eye-opening right there.
Right, and so when I looked at this, I said, the 55 could mostly be home ownership and actually not investing. Because your house is your portfolio, because it's an asset. So it goes in your, like if you own a home, it goes in your portfolio. Like when you add a person's net worth together, you add the home that they own, if they own one, and you add their insurance policy for life insurance. Those things go inside of your net worth. Give us the wide screen on this one. Go big screen on it. So that's actual, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw this, Jose, it kind of made me, just made me look at it from a different perspective, right? So what you think about that?
I'm more thinking about, so equity will be like your ownership in businesses and things like that?
No, equities are stocks.
Oh, okay.
So equities are the stocks that they own.
It's eye-opening because it just puts a mirror on how we were just taught. That goes back to the financial trauma also.
Yep, so remember we talked about something as well. We talked about something earlier, we talked about the belief and just seeing money different. So now before we go further, I won't go into this next video. Let's go into this video right quick. because this
These are segments of income that are taxed at different rates. So the lowest incomes are taxed at the lowest rates, that's 10%. And then they go up gradually. There's 7 brackets and all the way up to the highest rate, which is 37%. So that's known as a progressive system. Let's say you're a single filer and you made $80,000 last year. If you look at the tax bracket chart, you'll see you're in the 22% bracket, but you're not taxed at 22% on all of your income. You're taxed at 10% on the amount of money you made that's in the 10% bracket. And then you're taxed at 12% in the next bracket. So it's only the portion of income that is in that 22% bracket that's taxed at that higher rate.
Wait, what? You got to dive deeper on that.
So,
Nah, you know me, I got to do a deeper dive. I'm just trying to figure it out. What was she, because I couldn't see the graphic. You know, she took that thing off real quick, you know what I'm saying? But.
So essentially what she did was breaking down the tax brackets. I want to run it again so Jose can see it. Let's run it one more time.
These are segments of income that are taxed at different rates. So the lowest incomes are taxed at the lowest rates, that's 10%. And then they go up gradually. There's 7 brackets and all the way up to the highest rate, which is 37%. So that's known as a progressive system. Let's say you're a single filer and you made $80,000 last year. If you look at the tax bracket chart, you'll see you're in the 22% bracket, but you're not taxed at 22% on all of your income. You're taxed at 10% on the amount of money you made that's in the 10% bracket. And then you're taxed at 12% in the next bracket. So it's only the portion of income that is in that 22% bracket that's taxed at that higher rate.
So here's why this was really good to me. I found a great CPA today. Told him how much money we making with the business and stuff. And the first thing he said was, oh, you getting taxed at 37%. Right? So people think that because you make a lot of money, you get taxed different. It's not true. We in what's called a progressive tax system. And one of the things we want to do is, in this show, and that's why I say this, and we'll end with this tonight, it's important that we understand not just the investing game, but we understand the tax game as well. Now, I'm not the person to sit up here and act like I'm this amazing tax strategist. But I also will tell you that don't get so caught up into people on Instagram saying, buy the LLC, bring it down, put it in a trust, get the trust, put the LLC, get the LLC, get the LLC, put it in an S Corp. Like, before somebody tell you that, ask them, show me that you've done it. One of the things we did when we went on tour, we showed the people how we were set up.
Yep.
And guess what? We had to alter some stuff. Right? And so my guy today said, yep, you probably getting taxed at 37%. So we gotta move some things and we gotta structure some things different. And I was gonna get on a whiteboard tonight because one of the things I got on here is, and we'll do it next week, you need to be able to diagnose your financial hygiene. And I want to end with this tonight, yo. I want to talk about this, and we'll end tonight on a great note. And I hope y'all had a great time tonight. You gotta assess your financial hygiene, right? Because you need to have what's called a financial check engine light. And the only way to measure that check engine light is to go in and do a financial diagnosis on yourself. And I hope I'm not talking over nobody's head because that's not my goal here. My goal is to help us because, y'all, I'm learning with y'all. You know, I don't know nobody's financial situation up here. Somebody in here may have way more money than me. But y'all see, I get on the screen and I show y'all, you know, it is what it is, y'all. Every day, my dog Chad was in here and I said, bro, I said, buying this building has put me in such a different perspective. I had to not only restructure my business, I had to restructure how I'm paying people. I had to increase everybody's pay because we bought a big building and I'm just being real because I'm expecting more out of people. So when your team see you buy a building, what you think they gonna want? Just be real with you. Right? You go buy a building that's $5.5 million, the people for that work with you gonna be like, hey, it's only right. Right? And so now what you gotta do is say, okay, how can I increase my people's pay because they was with me in the trenches? I told them we was gonna go bigger. We went bigger. They pay gotta get bigger. I don't even pay myself right now. I don't pay myself right now because I had to make sure my team was straight. Now I got the CPA, we got a CFO, we got a bookkeeping team. I had to bring these different people on. Right? I had to increase their pay. Else they're gonna be looking at me crazy. So I said, okay, let me take the hit. You know, I ain't tripping. And I figured out how to make it work. But as long as they happy or see that we growing, I'm okay. And in doing that, I'm like, okay, I need to get a financial, my financial structure has to be in order. So I had to bring in a fractional CFO, which is really good because I had to tell myself this question. Again, the reason I'm talking to you about this is because I'm showing you how strategically I'm putting things together. I got to bring a fractional CFO. It's probably going to cost me about 60 to 70 grand a year because an actual CFO going to cost you about $300,000 to $500,000 a year, a really good one. Right? And so this is me strategically saying, let me make sure my people good. Okay, I got to get a right CPA because this is where I'm going at. This is what I'm doing. We had to analyze different CPAs and different CFOs. We had to put them through this assessment because we're in a situation now where the business is growing. In my mind, in my business, and I'm saying all this for a reason, because I'm letting you know as you grow on your journey, don't think just because you got money, you can be wasteful with it. But also don't think because you got money, you're supposed to be the only one that's eating if you building a brand. And so for my thing was, my payroll quadrupled. My expenses quadrupled. We went from paying $6,000. The light bill in the other building was maybe what? $300, $400 at best. To coming here, the first light bill, $4,000. Mortgage, over $25,000. Water bill, we got to go back and negotiate because that ain't right. I said, we ain't flushing that many goddamn toilets up in here. Put a new roof on the building. And that's before we even got into the interior design part. That's bringing in experts. But what I had to do was, I had to do what we called a financial diagnosis on myself, on my brand. And I had to go in rooms and I had to talk to people. I had to be vulnerable and tell people my financial situation. The one thing that I didn't want to do right, is tell people how much money I got. To tell people how much money I'm making. And the first thing the CFO and the first thing the CPA gonna say is, let me see the QuickBooks. First thing the bookkeeper gonna say, do you want us to give access to the QuickBooks? The first thing I'm gonna say, hell no. But I gotta do it. So you gotta do a financial diagnosis on yourself. How much you making, how much you spending, how much you saving, how much you investing. You gotta be able to identify where all your money coming in at. You gotta identify, what am I paying recurring revenue on? What am I paying for that I don't need? I'll be honest with y'all, yo, I be cutting. I be like, hey, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Because I don't have a point to prove to nobody. But I had to learn. Okay, let's give them access where they can only see what they can't touch. Let's use what's called LastPass and give them this type of access and not that type of access. And anything that I gotta do, I gotta approve it. Or I gotta sign off on it. Or I gotta. So you gotta learn how to navigate. And you cannot let your fear keep you from moving forward. Right? Somebody said, lease cars. I'm sorry to help you, baby, but I make a little bit too much for a car lease. That ain't gonna help me. If I'm gonna lease anything, I'm probably gotta lease. You know what the last CPA told me? Man, you need to go and buy a jet, bro. So leasing a car ain't gonna do nothing for this tax bracket, family. Just being real with you. And that's not even much trying to flex or nothing. But you gotta do a financial diagnosis on yourself. And you gotta identify, where am I doing big at? Where am I doing wrong? What can I be better at? But most importantly, what don't I know? What don't I know? And so when I look at y'all, and when I tell y'all that I really want y'all to be better than me, and the reason why I don't want y'all to see me and then it's like, oh, Trap just been had it. No, y'all. I'm learning as I go, and I'm trying to really show y'all as I go, if you really want to go big, there's some of the stuff you got to go through. If you really want to build a team, you got to build a team, because everybody going to say what they want, but you got to have ideas for what you want them to do. And you got to ask yourself, when you do that financial diagnostics on yourself, watch this, yo. Where are you in financial denial at? Where are you in financial denial at? What are you doing financially that you shouldn't be doing, that you allowing yourself to do, that you lying to yourself about how it's impacting you? I remember when I heard somebody wealthy say, hey, bro, making money is the easy part. Keeping it is the hard part. And I thought when they said keeping it is the hard part, I thought they meant it's because when you make money, you just won't spend a lot of money. The reason why keeping it is the hard part is because what we just saw was the more money you make, the higher the tax brackets you go in. So somebody like me, I'm sitting in that 37% tax bracket, and watch this, that's just on one stream. And then for every stream, you get placed in another bracket. And so now you gotta find somebody or a group of people or a team of people that can wrestle with that monster. And so I asked a friend of mine what they did, and they said, yo, I pay my financial team, my sister Terica, she said, I pay my financial team upper six figures so they can save me millions. I said, what? She said, I pay my financial team upper six figures so they can save me millions. She said, I got a CFO, a CPA, and a financial controller. I said, that's a whole lot of alphabets. So you got to be able to learn how to navigate the game. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. All my options people and all my traders, yeah, you can make $1 million. But guess what Uncle Sam gonna say? That's earned income. Highest level. That's earned income. Highest level of taxation. Highest level of taxation. I was talking to my cost segregation guy. That's the guy that helps you what's called accelerated depreciation on a building. He said, hey, I got a guy that can help you with your taxes, but they take a percentage off what they save you. It's fair game. I said, huh? He said, they just take a percent. So if they save you 300, 400, 500, $1 million, they take a percentage off that. I'm telling you this, y'all. Here's what I want you to know. There's a whole slew of people that understands that 80% of people do not know about money, but they know you know how to make some money. Anybody, if you put your mind to it and lock in, you can make some money. But boy, when it comes to Uncle Sam, there's a select few people that really know how to play that game. Trust me, I know. I ain't never been as mad as LaShawna as I was when she told me that last year the bill was $1.7 million. I said, yo, what am I paying you for? Why you ain't check the man to check the information? She was like, bro, it's the best we could do. And I realized it wasn't her fault. It's a learning game. So when you want to go make that $1 million, just understand you need to be also learning or getting yourself familiar with somebody that really knows taxes. Because trust me, I was not spending money because for 3 years in a row, y'all, and I'm new money, I'm not lying to you. 3, 4 years in a row, I was paying $1 million, and it kept increasing. 1 million, 1.4, 1.7, 2 point something. 2 million in taxes for a hood nigga is crazy. That wasn't a lie. That wasn't a lie. That was not a lie. And so in my mind, part of my mind, and I'm telling y'all, when you gotta be triggered for triumph, because part of my mind said, watch this, y'all. Watch what I'm just like y'all. Part of my mind said to myself, why the hell am I trying to make so much money if I keep got to give it to Uncle Sam? I said, it don't even make no sense to make the money if I gotta keep giving it to him. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get in some different rooms, and I'm gonna find a room where I'm gonna go get around some people that's not paying taxes. And Jose will tell you, we went and did a video in with some guys, and I said, Jose, when I told a dude about tax when we went to Tampa, he said, boy, I ain't paid tax in 10 years. I said, what? He said, bro, I ain't paid taxes in 10 years. And when I told them I was paying $1 million, they looked at me like I was crazy. They was like, nah, that's blasphemy. They said, bro, I would never. So I'm just telling y'all, I want to see all of y'all win. I want to help all of y'all win. I want to do my part. But just know, when you make that $1 million, you've entered some deep waters. When you make that $2 million, when you say, I want to make 30 million, I know some people on Instagram who we all know, they hit me up like, hey, Trap, boy, I need some help, cuz. Men and women. And not that they was broke, they was just like, bro, these taxes whooping my ass. And I said, welcome to the party. Because that's the part of the game that nobody don't tell you. And then people make it look good on Instagram. And here's the crazy part. When you don't have an idea about that, all that shit sound like it worked. When you don't really have an idea about, when you've done the financial diagnosis, make sure you put on there, like, I don't understand tax strategy. I don't understand tax mitigation. So then you can start looking for it. You start asking, and that's why you pay to get in rooms. That's why you pay to get in rooms that may cost. My mentorship renewed in 2 months. They summed the bill. I said, damn, it's been a year already? But I'm in there because 80% of the people in there don't pay taxes. That's the reason I'm there. And so for me, when I come to y'all, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to give you all access to the information I'm learning, because I had to fight for it. I know what it's like to pay millions in taxes. I know what it's like to put a real business and a business model together and still provide a ton of free information. Still provide enough information to help people grow and to help people prosper, and still give them maximum value in anything else that we do. Without skimming off the top, without water whipping the work, without just prosperity. 2024, we made 6 people millionaires, yo. Jose was right there. We was like, yo, this crazy. And the crazy part is, yo, that was never even a goal. We didn't put a money, we just put a freedom limit. Like, yo, we want to just help people get free. Freedom look different, the price is different for everybody. In person, we had 4 people coming, 2 people later say, hey, bro, I'm gonna show you the portfolio, but I can't really put it out there like that, Trap. 6 people in that Patreon became millionaires, bro. Man, I shared a tear behind that. And I didn't ask him, hey, man, let's do a video, do a thing, because I understood. I know what that, I said, nope, I know what that looked like. I'm not even asking you to even much. So just make sure, man. Just make sure, man. We in this together. As I learn, I give you the information, y'all. As I learn, I expose it to you. We easily looking at $3 million just to get the Freedom Center up and running. How we want it to go. But it gotta get done. without going in debt. So you do it piece by piece. But you got an asset. And I don't look at the asset as it's mine. I look at the asset like it's ours. And the reason why I look like it's for ours, because you all get to call this home. And for me, that's what matters the most. We get to call this home. We get to build it brick by brick. We get to build it lesson by lesson. We get to build it one investment at a time. And outside of having my daughter, this is probably top 3 greatest accomplishments in my life. Because I know we're doing it with a purpose. Y'all don't have an idea how many free classes we won't do here. How many less fortunate people we won't help here. How many re-entry programs we won't do here. How many programs for black men, single black females, helping black mothers. We building a whole children's learning facility in here. When we say Wall Street look like us now, yo, that means something. That means something. That means something. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. Episode 131. The belief that triggers triumph. We catch y'all, man, same time, same place, next week, man. Try to not make it a 3.5-hour show, man. Check us out, man. Go to the Wall Street Trapper YouTube page. We got a lot of dope stuff coming out over there. Get your merch. Stop asking me for the Guarded Money shirts. When they come, y'all gonna know, man. They gonna come, you heard me? Make sure y'all go to Apple. Make sure y'all go to Google Play, Spotify. Download as many episodes as you can, man. Download as many as you can, man. With that being said, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And just tell everybody you can about us, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. I'm out.